When you cut one in,
probably come out after coffee.
When you cut one in half, can I have half and a half, please?
Okay, so we are up to our next game of Mystara. It is the Monday group up to session number 146. It is Phase 3, Season 3, Episode 2. It is still the first day of the first month of the year 1012, and the characters are 13th level.
Yay!
Woohoo!
It's Calcrix's birthday!
Online today, we have Jeremy.
Good evening all, yes. I'm playing Dracula, the Atruaghin tribesman, who has risen from humble beginnings as a basic watchman, and has been selected by Atruaghin to lead the clans through their assault upon the world. He'll try and guide that to make it at least go through the master, if nothing else. And as such has also been blessed by the Great One to take shape-shifting dragon form. So at this stage he's happy to help out where he can. Whilst trying to stop the clans moving too early, and also then having recognised that, well, actually the rest of the world is also important. Maybe we don't necessarily want the clans overrunning the whole world. So.
Well, the clans don't really have this word for, called ally.
Yeah.
But cultures do create new words and new meanings, and I believe it's Drachnima's ultimate duty to possibly create a few words
Well, they have
kinds of meanings.
They have many words for opponents.
And let's face it, I mean, realistically, the world faces so many apocalypse at the moment.
Yes.
Maybe the claims this would be the ultimate apocalypse.
Yes.
It'll save the world from all the rest of them.
Well, you were given a prophecy of what that Drachnime may end up doing.
The Darrakan made of skulls.
That is correct. At the table...
It's just redecorating.
I'm sure one of them is Dimitri's.
What are you doing in Darrakan?
Well, he's supposed to be taking a whole army there, so...
To help them, though.
It's too late.
Well, they can't always succeed. And I'm sure if you have both your characters show up at the same time, we'll play the Highlander thing.
We've got such a back to cities, the fact that, yeah, they can't always succeed unless they've got Dimitri, so therefore Dimitri's skull is not much for Americans at the time.
So if Drachma gets Dimitri's skull, he's definitely going to win.
Hildren's okay. She's down on the southern continent at the moment. We're good.
Okay, so at the table today we have Rhiannon.
Hi, I'm playing Seika today. Possibly one of her other forms, but probably mostly Seika because that's her comfort spot. Who has an extra quest that is going to be very important that she needs to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Not the top priority, but a priority.
Yes.
Important, do you think?
Next up we have is Paul.
Who is Claw, the diplomats, speaker to weird people, discoverer of unusual knowledge, and caster of rituals, and also the healer.
Mm-hmm. And definitely someone who has made a big impression in the campaign.
Mm.
Well, he was sort of written for it, so yeah.
Oh,
You stole one of the heroes in that time.
Don't tell anybody that.
I mean, we all know. We saw.
Well, the thing is, you have become the saviour of the elven people. and their boogeyman at the same time.
You've given Seika some lovely, delicious secrets to.
So if you didn't
Fulfill her
actually become their boogeyman, they would all be dead now.
Yes, I know. I have harmed our history to save our people.
Yes.
Here is the story of me. I'm writing this. At some point it will be performed.
And you did choose the wise choice of being the person and not the figurehead.
Oh yes.
So next up we have is Grant.
Playing the old bastard, also known as Father Pat. An old soldier. Well, maybe not that old. Certainly older than most of the other people we're in, and most of the dwarves in the army. With a collection of interesting followers known as the Dirty Dozen.
We do have the updated picture.
Yes.
Oh, no more Fabio.
Maybe Fabio was his
Who's
Facebook
Legolas?
profile.
That's Luell.
That's Luell now.
Ah.
Now he's air aspected.
Yeah.
He got a bit lighter.
He dyed his hair.
He floats away.
I dyed it by going air aspect.
We're going to have to tie some of those weights around you like they do for those helium balloons.
I'm sure he can waft away.
It-
You have the ability
being-
to fly.
Yes, being air aspected does give me the ability to basically move around, basically at will. Which half my spells do as well, so... it
They all
matches.
complement each other.
It does.
Up next we have is Cashley.
Hello, I am playing Lonnie, holder of all the titles. We got, what was it, most recent? Lonnie,
It's the
the
Sentinel
Rescuer,
of the
and
Yeah, I saw
Lonnie, the
that.
Pirate King, as of now, which was a surprise to her, but, you know, fun times.
One of two on the battlefield.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
I'm sure that once they meet there will be another Highlander moment.
It was like, oh, it was like, no, I have the bigger hat. No, I have the bigger hat. A whole, like, Captain Jack, Captain Barbosa.
My hat's
I'm trying to
crispy.
decide what it would be like for your Drew to meet Lani.
Yeah. I have the bigger hat.
I'm going to ask for a very big hat, and then I'll ask my magic people
You
to
need
make it
a
bigger.
hat of grand entrances.
See, I
think
know some people who have some magic hats that I could potentially
Yes.
borrow.
I
think it's
have
gonna
a
come down
non-magic
to a
hat,
drinking
which is now a magic hat, which
Yes.
includes hat of grand entrances, and it's this big.
I need
It's
a bigger
wider than my
hat.
shoulder.
Seika will join in with that. Morrigan won't be allowed.
But if Seika joins in and she accidentally drinks Alani and Yondra under the table and becomes the Pirate King,
Yeah, she
she'll
doesn't
get
want
to
that.
keep her sword.
Ooh, she will get to keep her sword that she's refusing to hand over.
I am not
Lonnie
a
hasn't
Chaos
asked for it
Goblin.
yet, but she also
Well,
Is aware.
technically, it's not the symbol of the
Yeah,
Pirate King. It's
it's
the
not-
symbol of a Pirate King.
yeah. So
Yes.
it's one of those ones where Lonnie like knows
Would
how you
you
got
want
it, knows where it came from, knows what it means, but also it's just like, you know what, you do you, boo boo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
Maybe
you,
if I get a better saber, because you have
Yeah.
just picked up scimitar.
yeah, but you got it. It's as
It's mine.
legitimate as any other pirate king got theirs.
Yep.
It's legit.
And
Exactly. You
And the
you
sword meant
took it-
nothing until someone did something with it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you took it fair and
Has
square.
two
And that's the other thing. It wasn't
It
made for
is.
the pirate king. It was
No, I mean,
wielded
No,
by one
your
who
dream.
attached them.
She's got the sword of
I've got the
the
sword of the
first
Pirate King.
known Pirate King.
exactly. So,
No, it's
Up
not-
until then, they were just pirates, but
Yeah.
that was the
I'm happy to
first
not be a Pirate King.
of Arendi.
Unless I join in the competition and I become the Pirate King with the Pirate King sword.
Here's the thing, though.
you could
As a
challenge
sort of
if
a
you
pirate
wanted to.
king,
No, I'm
the
good.
only way you can't give it to Lani is give it to her.
Yes, true. She'd have to nick it from me.
Yeah.
Yes, you would have. You could legitimately allow her to steal it,
Yes.
but she would have to steal it,
now I can see what that
one
sword
and
looks
two.
like.
or
Oh
take
no,
it
I've
off you
left
after
my
some.
sword
Well, you
by
definitely wouldn't
itself.
want to go down
I'm
the
now
challenge
no longer
path.
looking.
No,
No.
I
No.
challenge you to this. It's like, okay, you take it.
I was gonna say you
Yeah.
helped me upgrade Lonnie. You don't want to.
hey,
Yeah, I know exactly what Lani is.
Seika's smart enough to back off.
Take
I
it.
can
Take
see
it
that
can
happen.
hide.
I challenge
Take
you.
can move
Cool,
around,
sure.
but Lonnie can. If Lonnie
Yeah.
gets a hit on you, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So at what point does Calcrix go, I like the idea of being a pirate king, what about you, Eve?
Speaking of,
Oh,
Speaking
dear.
of Calcrix,
We're up to Calcrix,
the camera's frozen.
the birthday girl.
was wondering why it wasn't moving when I was moving it.
It does it every now and then. I just have to sort of disconnect the camera and reconnect it.
Refresh.
There you go. Because I was trying to get a better angle at Calcrix.
It should now be working.
Okay. So is Calcrix angled?
Mm.
Yes. So this is Calcrix, the white dragon with the jazz wings.
Can't really do the jazz
we can't
wings with this
flap
one.
her jazz wings right now, but
They're a little
she
plastic.
now looks very closer to her actual self, with the silver plate down her middle and down her back, and the metallic silver, I should say, and the white from her original white dragon, her black from making too good a friend with the Mistress Nyx, the goddess of entropy, or a goddess of entropy, and then also making too good of friends with the water people. Who gave her the water one? Was it the dragons?
I believe it was the dragons.
Yes, yes.
Would that be River?
Yeah. It would be connected to River, but not River herself.
Yeah.
She's spent several bits of downtime with the water dragons, so.
Including Drizzle.
Okay, yeah, so the water comes from spending too much time with Drazzle. Next to her is a representation of one of Eep's forms, where she's showing the colour green, which we've decided means that it's the colour of turning 13th level and being 13 with 37 years experience at it. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
And Eep is her Feydark friend, usually appears as black and grey, and has been known to cry death to the infidel in a very cute tiny voice, by Gorm, and now Calcrix Fix. Which has connotations that the white dragon is not entirely sure.
And my two children love screaming at each other now. Bye, Gorm!
Yep. Calcrix Fix.
Okay. So would someone like to do the recap for last session?
I will do a really, really quick one because I recognise what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
So last session was our transition session from phase... for the new phase.
To phase 3, yeah.
To phase 3. We found out that it had been months of fighting. In those last couple of months, we'd lost 200,000 dead from the Darrakan side, which is sort of bad. And some of the souls may have been taken into the construct, so those fighting might be fighting their friends. We started with Seika, who appeared in front of a god that wasn't hers. They talked about stuff for a bit, but long story short, basically she's been given a quest to find the crystal dagger of Cimarach, which is in 3 parts with Darrakan's allies. So we need to figure out which of Darrakan's allies, where they are, and how I can get it. We did have some rumours about the Master. He knows of the prophecy with the Atruaghins and is trying to force their hands. His troops are currently over 300,000, and the constructs cannot be destroyed, so they're not going to disappear. We know that his centre of operations is on the west side of the lake, but in the lake, I accidentally maimed my best friend. But that's okay, that fits his story. And
did you maim them, or did the Master's Forces?
The Master's Forces maimed him, but I chose him. And I didn't mean to. And I chose that he got shot through the shoulder. Yes, not Seika. Rhiannon the player did it. Seika, no. He was rescued by Lani, though.
That's the important part, right?
We also know that the Hoshi Monogatari, my Cirque, is acting as the secret police in the army. We then switched to Lowell, who was talking to his dad, found out his older sister has started a war of annihilation in Alfheim, basically trying to kill all No Shadow Elves. We also discovered that the Forest of Alfheim is no longer Wild Feywild, it is now Dark Fey, the Feydark.
Yes.
And the trees are trying to eat people. Yeah. We tried to find the older sister. We found out that the younger sister is currently hunting constructs on the battlefield, and Immoral is working with the Monogatari. I'm going to try start saying it more so I can get it right. We ran into 2 representatives of Galantry, the 2 princesses. They were talking to us about ways that Galantry can help us. This was backed up by Alion Treelife, who recommended Lowell to the sisters. He arrived, we had nice conversations. We know that his forces are deployed along the western side of Alfheim to closest to the Master, so they can protect the forest, but they can't leave. They've been told they can't leave. He's also brought with him 8 divisions of dwarves to aid in the war effort, who are the teenagers who didn't want to go back home and fight, who have now been given to Father Pat.
Oh no, they're the teenagers who did go home and were told to get out.
Yes, that's right. We found out that Fabero had fallen by being hit by meteor storms. We found out the constructs are not burning. They seem now to be cold iron and firing cold iron shot. The Fae of the Forest have fled south across the mountains. The dwarves that came, Father Pat's dwarves on their way to us, saved Lowell's estate because his older sister was planning on burning it down with everyone inside. And his father may change who will inherit the throne. We also had a brief encounter with Winthorn, who is Lowell's main arrival. We fought some aberrations with them. Lots of snarky comments. And bit of healing of a relationship between the 2 of them.
Yes.
Calcrix gave Winthorn's awakened shrub familiar a tiny axe replica of his axe. Then we jumped to Father Pat, who was talking to Alion. Asked what Father Pat did for the dwarves that they sent him their teenagers. He swore an oath to fight for them like his own clan, which is where he received the title of Old Bastard.
It's a very dwarven name.
Yeah, they will respect him.
As well as the 8 divisions of dwarves, he has 2 legions of Akasoli survivors who see them as their captain. These are separate from the Akasoli First and Only, which are connected to Friday Night. We have another player from Akasoli.
Right.
So that they were actually there when it fell. And now they have nightmares of trees falling on cities.
Being stuck.
Right.
PTSD.
Yes.
Father Pat's forces are generally going to be used to help shore up the defences at Darrakan. He did a cool speech, which everybody loved, particularly as it was reasonably short. Nobody can ask you to do more than your best, and if you do your best, that's fine with me. His nephews, the O'Flannery boys, needed rescuing from a sortie that went wrong. They were stuck behind enemy lines. Lani was once again picked to save people, save them. They now idolise Lani. Speaking of Lani,
Line of the hero.
Three screaming young teenagers.
It's a
all
fan club.
competing.
yeah,
All
New
competing.
doesn't scream and fawn quite that much.
They're more like,
Much.
oh my god, you're so cool. I'm just like, yeah, no. I've worked with teenagers. I know what they're like.
And probably a lot of, Lani, we love you.
Yeah.
Lani discovered she is now the Pirate King after some rumours and some stuff.
What I heard was, oh, the Pirate King is fighting in Darrakan. Oh, that's cool, that's cool. And then some halflings come up, Lani, Pirate King. I was like, oh, okay.
So Lani now has a flying ship with 2 divisions
So they're
of
holding
halflings in it. We also
one division of halflings.
One
in the
division of
ship.
halflings.
Because there's 1 division in the north, 1 division in the south.
yeah, 1 division of halflings. We visited
But
Thanatos.
she also has 2 divisions of Arendi pirates
Yes,
that are separate to the halflings.
who came up via the river. We also visited Thanatos, who pulled us in. He gave Lani a blessing that may those you strike down never rise again.
Everybody die.
Oh, no. May you strike many down who will never rise again.
Yep.
So she now has the gift of reaping, which gives her permakill. But it's just for this conflict.
She hopes.
I was going to say, I don't think it was actually specified, but it was implied. But
Yes.
implied with gods doesn't always mean correct.
Well, the rest of us got a blessing after Seika showed a bit of reverence to Thanatos, which she doesn't normally do to many gods. And we got the blessing, may death not find you on the battlefield, for the whole party. Calcrix offered... Oh, I forgot. Calcrix offered something... Calcrix offered something to each god we met. I can't remember exactly what she offered to Asterion. Oh, no, it was a gem
It's a...
carved to look like a Darrakan gold coin.
To Thanatos.
No, to
No, to
Asteria she
Asteria.
gave
Okay, so
a
to
gem.
Thanatos,
Thanatos,
she gave
it was
him a
the-
pearl of wisdom.
No, that was Zerchev. Calcrix offered the teeth of the first aberration she
that's
killed.
right. Yes, because that was appropriate to Thanatos.
Yes. The
Yeah.
flying ship is called the Flying Reaper and has ballistas and oil to drop over the
Oh,
side.
we moved through other gods. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was still back at Lani.
No, I realised I hadn't said what you'd given Asterius
Right.
because I'm trying to be very quick.
Yeah.
As we said, Lani has
Calcrix
two...
gave gifts to all the gods.
Yep. Lani now has two divisions of Arendi pirates as well. Lani also discovered, for the first time, died 10 times.
It's not the first time.
Well, no, it's the
No,
first
it's
time
the
you've
first time
actually
you died with
It's
these.
the first time. Oh yeah, first time where I've been
So she now has an added 10
You hadn't been
lifetimes
brought
of
back-
memories.
You hadn't been brought
since
back
that
from the
started.
dead before.
Yeah.
So Lani,
So every time you hadn't actually hit the died condition,
Yeah. It
you
was that.
you had been dying but never died.
Yeah.
Now you actually died.
Yes.
so she has in the past 5 months died 10 times, and each time she has gained the memories of one of the other Lanis.
Thank you, dice.
So she now has 10 extra lifetimes of Lanis.
Of different choices.
Yes.
Accumulate.
Which
So-
was very, very
Similar.
stressful and heartbreaking. So Lani now visits Calcrix in her tent often for a
Cup of tea.
bit of a cup of tea and some calm.
Yeah.
Drachnamar. So Drachnamar has been facing pressure to bring the Atruaghin to the battle, as he has 650,000 troops under his command. That is all of the Atruaghin. Children, women, elderly, everybody. However, Drachnamar knows more about the prophecy than most people and is being very, very forceful, but trying to do it in a reasonable way. So he is explaining different reasons rather than, no, we cannot move until the prophecy has been fulfilled. We know that there is 400,000 of Atruaghin from the 10 animalistic clans and 250,000 from the 5 draconic clans, which was the dragon clan, but they've sort of split into the tribes based on their colour. Spent a lot of time in and around Darrakan City. We had a big discussion about the strategy, which we'll see. We all dropped by the swamp where the Atruaghin are. Drachnamar was arguing with the 15 chiefs. He sort of held them back by saying we need more time to gather forces from the Isle of Dread, and we need to try and clear away the non-enemies, or whatever you want to call, the ones we don't want to kill this time.
The easy squish, not the hard squish.
Yes. Before they move forward, otherwise there will be unfortunate fatalities. We also saw that the gemstone dragons and their ballistas have moved from the plateau to the marsh. Calcrix! Calcrix and Luell were talking a lot with the princes of Galantry. We talked with Prince Jaeger, who is Marshal of the Grand Army of Galantry and head of the Dragonologists, as well as we also saw the High Master of the Air. They have said that they have weapons that they are working on that will help the war effort, that are weapons of magical creatures, but they're not going to arrive until the end of winter.
Right.
And they're sort of putting it under Calcrix's banner. So there was a discussion of maybe trying to get them faster. She gave them a red phone sending stone, so as soon as they're ready, she can
Tell them what to do.
tell them what to do so they can get here and help.
Or set up her. She's got mages back on Mount Dread that can set up teleportation circles
Yep.
on mass.
There's 8 ships with army forces inside, wizards. The vessels will empower the wizards on the ships. There should be enough fire to help with the constructs. The dragons are also fighting along the northern edge, but we're all being very careful not to cross the line, the master's line. Because anybody who crosses the master's line becomes under his control, except those of us with Calcrix. There is like a radiation, and we also weren't targeted when we were with Calcrix, which we think comes down to the master using scrying to control his constructs at the very least.
You also learned that Wednesday's team with Redrian has basically taken a big chunk of Darrakan's youth to the southern continent as a failsafe.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was
And,
mentioning Wednesday stuff.
Many of the
Insurance.
children of various areas of the northern of the known world have gone down there as well.
Yep.
And
Suddenly, we have a giant army coming to the southern continent.
Of youths who
Yes.
are inexperienced, excitable, and not as
Actually,
well
how much
trained.
the dwarvish army got big? Much bigger.
Yes.
The Friday group concentrating mainly on the northern side of the battle. They were separated and stuck to the north, and they had their own problems because one of them got banished from her society because, well, his society because he accepted help from the Galantrians.
Oops.
One of them is now a fallen paladin, and one of them has found out his dwarven clan has been wiped out.
And he has been declared clanless because he had invited the enemy into the dwarven fortresses.
He married a halfling.
gonna say there's 2 things I
Okay.
don't know if
You should be left.
of interest here. One of the Friday group has also started to slide down the slope towards Orcus by accepting Orcus's help on the battlefield.
Yep.
Even though he didn't use the help that was given him,
Nope.
the fact that he said he wanted to just find out about it meant that he had.
It was a moment of weakness.
He was in trouble, and Orcus came to him and said, "I can help you if you want it." He said, "Sure," and then he gets a sword he can't use, but he's been helped.
And zombies.
Yeah.
That he can't get
now
rid
he
of.
has five zombie followers that no matter what he does reappear next to him every morning.
And they have personalities and
And
remember their deaths.
They have the
every time.
They have the memory of what they had in life and their personality, as well as the memory of what happened to them every time they die. And
they feel pain.
and they have to
Cur-
follow his exact words. They
So-
cannot act outside of what he tells
So
them.
cursed with followers.
Yes.
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 Right.
So the funny thing is, if he tells them to stand there and not do anything, they will literally stand there and not do anything, no matter what they want to do.
Yes. Or what they feel that they have to do because, hey, the boss is being attacked, but he hasn't told us to do anything, so
Yes.
we will watch.
Pretty much.
So if Dimitri disappears from the Wednesday group, we know he's gone to the Friday group to destroy Anton.
That sounds
And that will be where Drachnum goes as well.
Rachel's problem started when he stopped listening to Dimitri.
So when he tells them to pull the digits out, they start pulling the fingers off.
So we did point out that the dwarf was, I think he was still 14 years of age.
12 when he married, 14
12 when
now.
he married,
Right.
and that his bride was literally equivalent of 40 years of age when she married him.
And there was no romance. She just wanted access to his clan.
And basically
Right.
part of the marriage thing was her family got access to his family's holdings.
Yes, it sounds like a very political marriage.
And
She
Ten
was.
Knives was the one who went.
And the last thing is, and I'm not sure, did I mention about Calcrix's quest and
You
wild
can.
cards? So Calcrix got visited player knowledge only by Io. And if you know your history, that is a god that was thought to be asleep. And put to sleep to put the primal titans on the Isle of Dread to sleep. But now that the titans have been woken up, Io is in fact awake. He's just been keeping very quiet.
Yes, he's been awake for a while, but has been watching.
And he's seen that Calcrix is outraged by the interference of the gods, so he has given her the challenge of doing something about it. So Calcrix, in a scene to be roleplayed at a point determined by the Dungeon Master, will create the Wild Hunt. Which is meant to challenge the gods, amongst other things. Oathbreakers and child killers.
We'll hunt those that don't follow what they promised. And the gods have to promise things to become gods. No god can exist without a promise, except for 3 gods, which is why the war happened.
Yeah, we're working on making them accountable too.
So the entire war you're dealing with is because 3 gods became gods without having a promise.
I am trying to be quick, and it is
Yeah.
almost 19 minutes.
Yes.
We also got visited by the Cloud Giant Matron, who said she could help out with the weaponry with Glantry. Literally said, happy to help the mini people. We'll see how that goes.
Mini-me's.
It did something horrific, but as I said, I'm trying to be quick.
That could be said for every episode.
Yes. Calcrix.
Something horrific every episode.
Calcrix also,
Just new.
at the beginning of winter, some food stores from Mount Dread will arrive with notes. These are from the This food is provided by the outcasts, because that's what Mount Dread is. It's a home for refugees and the outcasts.
Okay.
There's a speech that goes with the food delivery.
Yep.
Again, can be role-played at a point determined by the GM.
Darrakan, as a country, no longer exists. It's been split into North and South Darrakan. There's 2 trees of life still in Alfheim, the Meadel and the Red Arrows. And Calcrix was thinking about the treaty with the Northern Reaches to see if they can maybe come down and help with the Master. And if you want to have a look, I had a go at looking on our Mystara notes. There is a map for this last session's notes that has
Specific.
my estimation of where the Master's forces are in Darrakan.
Then when you look at this video online, it will have a more accurate map. Because the videos get a map.
Good. Yeah. I did a guess and spent a while in drawings trying to make it work.
I have a image that I touch up each game year,
Sweet. Okay.
which does show how far the Master has stretched. Okay, so did anyone want to add anything more before you continue on with the story?
Oh, we were also told that the best course of action, one of the things we needed to do was try to get the Yulari to join, because they have a whole heap of forces on the mountain just to protect Yulari. And if we can, by the end of winter, or sooner rather than later, finish what we were doing for the Meadel, so that the Meadel would settle in Yularim like the Yulari want, which is stop the war between Danagath and Wendar, that would be a huge help.
Because it is believed that by the end of winter, the Master will most likely enter Alpine.
Yes.
Which means you have 2 months.
No pressure.
And maybe need to kill the Shadow Lord.
56 days. At the most.
Keep making that shorter and shorter. Okay.
Oh no, each month is 28 days in this world.
So yes, we are at the point where we've done our transition stuff and we're making a decision on where we're going. And I know we have plot points and stories and Redrian's things, but I think the thing we needed to do was go back to Wendar, Danagath, and complete that as fast as we can.
It does sound
Okay,
like
logical.
a diplomatic option to take care of the Shadow Lord may not be the most feasible, whereas a surgical removal may be a better option.
Because we also think that the Shadow Lord is veering from Idris.
Yeah.
Of
Which we
course,
have
the other
evidence.
option, depending upon how much faith you want to put in Thanatos' blessing, which, as far as Dracula was concerned, is definitely a curse, was the idea of, if you can't die in battle, then get there and kill everyone. You might be captured in battle and then taken to the Costa Line and therefore put on the other side.
We're also fairly sure that the Shadow Lord is now a lich.
Yes.
Because he was almost there when we left a couple of months ago,
So
he's probably a lich by now.
I'm sure he'll add the dead and loving it to his title.
Yes.
does he have that sign on his castle wall? There's just like, he has those kitschy phrases
Why the
or
lich
whatever. Live, laugh, love. It's dead and loving it.
Yeah, but it's not.
Paladin.
Get lucky that I'm getting to the way that get a loving being.
Silliness.
Well, at least he's not a vampire and talking about how life sucks.
Yeah.
There are 5 vampire lords duking it out in Galantry still.
Yes. One of them is Drazel's grandfather.
No.
Dimitri's.
Dimitri's ancestor.
Dimitri's ancestor.
And
That's right, his grandfather is Halav.
One of them is Bradshaw's and Zal's ancestor.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of Zal's ancestors got reincarnated after being a dwarf.
Right.
So they were a dwarf and they got reincarnated into a human and then married into the human clans. So technically it's still the same bloodline. Reincarnation doesn't change your bloodline.
So are we in Darrakan still?
Okay, so at the start of the session you are finding yourself in front of the Temple of Idris in Denagath at the eve of the first day. So you've managed to take a teleportation circle to this location.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't take it back, as it was a one-way trip. Any trips heading back into Darrakan at this point are considered dangerous.
Yes. So I could do it, but I'm not going to.
You have more chance of getting the correct location than the others, but then you're basically doing a mental contest with the master to do so.
Which is why I'm not touching it with a barge pole. I am strong. I am good at this stuff. My saves are great. I'm not that stupid.
Yes, and having learned that the master has power over the planes, over water and time,
Yes.
as well as death.
Yeah.
That was something we figured out on Wednesday night, was the master is water aspected.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Useful.
Water and dark aspected,
Yeah.
which means blood magic would also be his domain,
Yeah. Ouch.
which is why anyone crossing into his domain could easily fall to his way, because he can literally take control of their bodies.
I'm assuming you're talking to somebody on Friday. We also found out that the reason the area of control is literally a blood magic thing, by the forces are trampling the blood of the dead into the earth, and that is what's creating that area of control.
He's made it part of the ritual involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why he's slaughtering. He can't take it until he slaughters it.
Yeah.
And does the equivalent of salt the earth with the dead.
Whose forces
Oh.
are trampling whose blood into the earth?
The master.
The master is expanding his domain by using the blood of the slaughtered people that are being killed as part of the expansion ritual.
Right. When Calcrex hears this news, she looks at her feet and makes a face, because she's been on the battlefield.
Yeah,
And
but
then she's like,
you're not part of the ritual.
and then she makes like this face that says, "Yeah, I'm gonna have something to say about this
Yeah, fair.
to the master."
Yes. With claws.
trying to think if there was anything else on Friday or Wednesday that...
I think that was the main crux of it. The idea is each person got their things that they needed to look into. Some characters got minors, some got major.
Yeah.
And the 3 characters that got the bad news now have been told they've now fallen fairly low in the side of being a hero. That's at this point they need to either pick up or retire.
Yes.
So is this where
Because
if we
otherwise
want to toy with a master, we send him a Swiffer wet jet? Be like, pick up your mess.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing. They go much further, and they're just going to be considered to be wandering bandits.
We also got confirmation that the Master is on Greenleaf Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is this where where Calric sends the Master a letter saying, "Meet me here," and basically picks a point where the Atruaghin forces are allowed to now come forth,
Yeah.
and goes, "You're welcome, Drachnima."
He'll turn up with an army, which is rather the idea.
The
knows.
other thing we found out on Friday is that the spear that Calcrix has will stop the Master's forces.
Yep.
And the Master, he
And
can't
the
approach.
Master.
He can't approach the person holding the spear.
However,
Nice.
the dagger that Seika is looking for is the only thing that can kill him at the moment.
Yep.
And-
Discorporate him.
Discorporate him.
Cool.
And he can't be killed because at the moment he has Thanatos' soul gem. If we can get that away from him, then we have a chance of actually killing him outright.
And the fact that he is a quester makes it very hard to kill him.
Yes.
We'd have to be up in the mid-30s to even think about that. Or early 30s minimum to think about that. So it's a long-term goal.
Because of what he's doing, he would be level 36.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is why we'd need to be a group
I
of
don't
level
think
34s
we
to make
have
it
that
work.
much time.
Possibly not. No, we don't have that
He's
much time.
level
We don't
36
have that much
with
time.
That's why we have
No,
to
yeah,
stop
we'll-
his plans,
yeah.
not him necessarily. Or we find people.
Well,
who,
the dagger can help if we can get
I was gonna say
get
it's
it
also
to him.
it's also finding the correct people
the correct items.
and the correct items and putting them in place and essentially making it a trap
Yeah.
where
But
if enough pieces are in place, it stops him because we as character people don't have the ability to outright do it ourselves. It
And
definitely has to be a
the,
whole effort.
The thing that you have been told is that he has a time limit to achieve his ends.
Yeah.
yeah,
And you don't have to defeat him, you
You
just
just
have to
wait.
slow him down.
We have to screw him up.
And if you hadn't have been involved in the last 3 years of war, he would have already have won.
Yeah. We are having a pretty major effect.
So with all of that, and the Atruaghin having to wait for the prophecy, getting the Yalari forces would be a big boon.
Does anyone want a hot drink?
Could I get another Coke?
I can do a Coke. Does anyone want a drink? And I can do a Coke. You want
Hot peppermint hot chocolate.
peppermint chocolate?
Yes, please. Same.
Chocolate?
Can you do black coffee?
I can do black coffee.
Black
you
coffee
want
for
a
me.
long black?
Lovely.
Did you want help with that area?
I should be okay.
If you need a hand, I can get...
I'll
We
yell
can do
for
carrying stuff.
delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Presume
Try and
that
stop
this
you
is
from
not needed
doing
right
everything.
this second. No. I will
glad you like
continue to yell through the window through to the table if needed.
Okay, so yes,
It's not half as bad for you as some other things.
True.
you do hear occasionally of stuff happening in the war as you get reports from various people who report to each of you. Such as the O'Flannery brothers talking about a ship flying across the battlefield. How the hell is a ship flying across the battlefield?
Wednesday night.
Whereas the brothers are going,
Magic.
tracking!
Full of halflings who are basically dumping cooking oil and setting people alight.
Yes.
Deep fry barbecue.
I was gonna
You and the
say,
Worcester.
for them,
Paul!
that's just
Exactly.
that's just
food.
That's a potluck.
Yeah.
It's a cookout.
And there's also rumours that this ship has ties to a historical pirate ship.
Is there a Captain Pugwash?
Well, it's Lani's ship.
It might be another one.
Well, it does have the Reaper on it.
No, it's because the only thing that they have to make them fly is the prow that Wednesday night got back from from Bargle.
Okay, so yeah.
So it is Lani's
it's
ship.
mine, yeah. The Flying Reaper.
And
Don't drop that E.
There is an advantage on having a player who's in every night.
It is.
And the rumours are that it can literally travel between planes.
I want
The ship.
Yeah. It's never there when the master shows up in force.
All we need is I want it.
There you go, Lani.
So it's
You've
a
got an
TARDIS.
awesome ship.
Yes.
An
And-
awesome magic ship full of halflings.
And apparently
Now-
the master is extremely vexed with it.
So, Lani, with that, you've got something from travel through space and time, and you keep reincarnating. You're the Doctor.
Yes.
Right, so
Doctor.
It's bigger on the inside.
It is. It's
Does that
looks
make
like
you-
a human ship, but
so-
it's built for halflings.
So that makes you currently the 10th Doctor.
Yes. Which is cool,
No,
because that's
the
my favorite
11th.
doctor.
Died 10 times.
The War Doctor.
11th Doctor. Died 10 times.
Well, the 10th was my favorite.
No, I know. So it's me too.
Okay, so yes, you've basically gotten reports of, what the hell sort of, wow, oh my god, and we want one.
Has the old bastard told the boys whose ship it is?
No? Oh,
not yet.
not yet.
They are already fangirl enough.
Llewellyn has gotten reports that they believe they know what his older sister's hunting.
Uh-huh.
Apparently a druid of the forest has vexed her completely, and she has almost down tools everything to find and hunt him down because she literally wants his heart.
Yep. And your youngest sister
Yeah.
has a crush on a Red Arrow elf.
Okay. How did that come out?
Because the Red Arrow elf is one of Wednesday night's characters' twin brother. And
And she really likes his skull.
yeah, has been heard muttering about his
As long as she's willing to
Dimensions.
leave him with it.
and the
Yeah,
druid
see
being
that.
hunted is the same player's old character, Genric,
this-
who is a amnesic fire druid.
Is she really into phrenology and all that?
No. Remember, one of the things she gave me as a gift was the spell book of her ex-boyfriend's skull.
Yeah.
She's into skulls.
And Clayton, aka Cletus, this whole character was created because he called his character Cetus, and we kept saying Cletus.
Oh, God.
Clayton is not necessarily unhappy with the attention.
Well, she's very cute, and she's very intelligent, and...
And he's figured out that if it ever angers her, he might not have his skull anymore.
Yes,
Yes.
but
So, have someone ready with a reincarnate.
yeah. Well, the
Or a true
Cetus.
res.
Cetus has already been reincarnated by his now wife, and it was a crossbow wedding. She reincarnated him and then married him.
Well... he got himself into
He's
that
now
one,
awarded
obviously.
Genasi.
Right.
Okay, so yes, that's the major news you've gotten out of today, as you're just getting used to the fact that you've been teleported over half a continent away into ice. There's the days are extremely short. You're looking at 6-hour days,
Right, because
Yeah.
we did go fairly north.
and
So,
they'll be getting
Winter is
shorter.
written.
You're almost up to the shortest day of the year,
Would that fall on the 15th of the month?
15th.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the height of Master's power, because it's
Yes.
also the new moon.
It's
It is known as the
The
full
full moon.
moon of winter.
Yeah.
The major full moon of winter.
Solstice was the word I was looking for.
It is believed that those of time or water or ice have the most power at that day.
Lonnie, pay attention.
You're real good at hitting things. Got it.
And each major moon is also one of the biggest refresh days for power.
Mm-hmm.
Except for wizards, they don't really like the major red moon because they go slightly nuts with power.
And then have to deal with it once the nuts goes away.
Yes.
But
Otherwise, they'd be fine with it.
each of the 3 red moons does cause that problem, but the major one is sort of ramping that one right up.
And you
So
would
when you get
think
three,
after
you
that
can-
they may be a little bit more empathetic to werewolves, but no.
No.
No, why?
Now, when you get all 3 moons in conjunction, worry.
Yeah.
Well, there are 2 moons.
Yeah.
The colours just highlighted by the season.
Alright. So
And one of the characters got an astrolabe showing the movements of the 2 moons, the world, and
the Hollow
the floating islands of the Hollow World.
he was very cool.
Can't remember which character I gave that one.
Anton.
Anton.
And it was Calcrix. Technically, Calcrix gave it to him, but yes. It was the goodbye gift from Calcrix. Okay, so we're standing in front of the Temple of Idris in the town we were in.
In the town you were in, yes.
Yeah.
14.
In Denegath.
You can see the snow's probably about 2 or 3 feet deep.
Yep.
With very thin paths shoveled out, showing where the road's supposed to be.
But that's not
It's
going to
about,
last
it's about
where
8
we need
person
to go.
wide. They could have just let it pack down, but then they wouldn't be able to get in and out of their buildings.
Yeah.
So when we left Denegath, there were some people we still wanted to talk to. So I'm assuming we still want to talk to them rather than just try and race off and find this black dragon tower.
What a good idea.
Count also wants to stop into the Goblin Dwarf's blacksmithery. I can't remember if I ran this past Martin, but Martin, depending, she has some specific smith tools to give him to aid him in his learning, and a book for him to use for instructions. But I need to talk to you about whether or not it will be a special book that will audio book him rather than he has to read, because I have a feeling his reading skills aren't great.
Well, most goblins don't bother learning to read because that takes time.
That's
they
what
don't
I mean.
have a
So
lot
if
of
I'm
time.
allowed to give him
Exactly.
an audio book,
I'm
that's
sure you can give him an item that will read to him, because most goblins are full adults by the age
run.
of 6.
See Betty
Yeah.
run. See John.
So we did finish up when we just before we went back. Drachnamar had visited Camilla's tower,
And set off all the
as
traps.
her hut, and set up all the traps. But we basically figured out that they are not what they appear to be. Basically, they're spies at the very least, because they had documentation and money from. They had a go kit, a attire for different countries, a spell book.
Essentially, it was saying that Camilla was
And Derek.
and Derek were double agents for the shop. Well,
Well, we don't know,
sleeper
but they're
agents.
definitely not,
I would go more sleeper agents than anything.
Or just spies.
or just spies.
Yeah, but sleeper agents is cooler.
They could actually be from outside Denegath. We don't know. They could also. Oh no, we know because there was a letter from C that there was an agent of the Lord of the Shadow Lord. So we know that Camilla and Derek are agents of the Shadow Lord.
Yes.
We wanted to talk to the witch. We wanted to talk to the ex-agent of the Shadow Lord. Was that the old guy that I did a...
It was the old guy known as Leper. Or Leper.
Where you said that he was gonna die soon or something?
Yes, hopefully he hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
He's dying before the end of the year, apparently.
Well, the year ended.
He did.
So he's dead.
You don't know?
Well, you have to see how good of a fortune teller you are.
I guess we get to visit. Okay, hang on. I found my to-do list. We want to talk to the witch. We did the inn. Who's done that? We want to talk to the insane priest.
Yep.
We want to talk to the ex-Shadow Lord. We don't, I think, want to actually talk to Kamala now.
No, well, she
Particularly Drachnema.
yeah, she would be pinned by Drachnema as that. But it would be interesting to hear if they are still in town and what they have been up to.
Yeah.
We also wanted, there was also, whether this is Camilla and Derek or not, there was also a shady person hanging out near the temple.
That's right. There was a person who spotted Drachnema breaking into their cottage.
No, I think he set off a trap. Did somebody see him?
That is unknown because Drachnema left very quickly after setting off the trap.
But it was kind of implied by the way the magic trap was set up. Is that Kamala would know it's him?
Yeah.
If she identifies him.
If she links the dragon that was walking around with Drachnema.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk.
So is Drachnema going in dragon form?
Well, we can tell you locally at the moment,
You've teleported to the
burned out inn where
town.
we were.
Yeah. So the apologies were arriving during daytime as part of the party that arrived from across the road bridge type stuff and
That's my to-do list again.
amongst themselves in there and talking about into places where Dracula was a dragon at that point, so he will definitely still be a dragon at this point.
All good. Just wanted to confirm.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you do hear the sounds of music playing in the distance, sounding a little mournful.
More
Just in
like-
time for the funeral.
I was going to say, so funeral?
Let's go investigate. All of us walk along. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay, as you're walking through the, taking the path or the direct route?
Probably the
At this point, the path?
Okay.
because direct route would be traveling
the
through
snow.
snow. So not that.
At least none of you were small.
Would it be?
Like, I can
I'm sure
teleport
this is
shadow to
right for
shadow,
the
but
cover.
Yeah.
probably not a good idea right now.
No.
Some things we can't counterproductive.
Okay, so making it to the inn, you can see that they seem to have some sort of sad party going. There's quiet music that seems to be only a single instrument playing, and it sounds very mournful.
Mm-hmm.
There are people drinking and not chatting.
Is this the wrong time to burst in and be like, ah man, who died? Just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. Lonnie does not do that.
Are you sure? I think Jelani is that impulsive.
No. She would definitely like read the room and send our
Didn't say
very
who died.
our very caring people. Well, like Lonnie's not uncaring.
Yeah,
But,
so she's not going to join in on the mournful music by playing spoons.
If anything, she would get around for everybody and do a nice toast to whoever it is. But I want to figure out what's going on first. So I'm going to have one of the more
Well,
subtle people figure out what's going on.
The problem is that the two talkers are elves,
Right.
and people hate us.
That's true. So Right now, it would
Like
be
put their
Pat and
tongue
Lonnie,
put up
really.
And go, I can talk
Okay, sorry.
really well.
Player, not Seika saying that.
Yes.
Player putting talon foot up and saying, my character can talk really well.
Well, does Calcrix want to lead?
Calcrix is happy to lead if Drachnema has been a dragon, and she knows that Luel and Seika are not entirely...
Would not be the best choice in this situation.
No.
As a 13th level adventurer, I look innocuous. It doesn't work very well.
Unless Father Pat wants to do it, but to be honest, Calcrix is more inclined
Well,
to... Let the old bastard deal with the dwarves, and she'll deal with these guys.
That's what I'm thinking. Unless there are a bunch of soldiers sitting around commiserating. Who are these people? What?
Well, you can see the townsfolk. You can see some of the guardsmen who were dressed in armor last time you saw them. At the moment, they just seem to be dressed in cloaks and furs.
So Father Pat goes up to one of them and says, "What happened?"
They burst into tears.
Can I
Big
do
sigh.
like a
All right, man.
perception check, Martin?
You can do a perception check, but you might need your spinner for that.
Yeah, I'm just finishing these two.
When he finishes drying, drying his eyes. Okay, what happened?
Yes.
Basically, he tries to talk at you, but his words seem to struggle coming out. He seems very upset.
Do I get any idea of what's happening at all from him?
Sure, give me an insight roll.
That might be
You'd be
more
retiring
appropriate.
with a 7 feet check.
You didn't put a spinner dice in there?
No.
Alright, hot are ready.
9 plus. Oh god, lots of things.
Can I do an insight as well?
You can do an insight as
That doesn't involve me talking to people, it's just me inciting.
What can we have for 9? What can we have for it?
Are these both the same? They're exactly the same.
Let's see how it goes for me.
Okay, so it says here
I might
insight 3, prof times 2. What's that mean?
You do your
2
proficiency
proficiency,
by
and you'll
twice.
have an expertise dice.
Yeah,
So that is
proficiency
+8 instead of +4.
So plus 8 and then a D4. Okay.
Yep.
And plus the attribute, which for insight is usually wisdom.
Alright, okay, so we got 9
I got 20.
plus 4 is 13, plus 8 is 21, plus another one is 22.
It's not bad.
Instigate.
Then we'll see what Calcrix gets when she digs out her.
Just digging up her spinner dice because it wasn't in her normal dice.
Drachnema, as the apparent pet, has stayed outside the inn area and just sort of wandering around, but listening in if there's any groups outside that might be talking about what's going on.
Did you do insight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I got 15. I'm almost good at this stuff. I'm retiring too much and just not looking
Yeah, I
at
didn't know if
things.
Martin wanted a
So not
photo
picking
before we
stuff
cut it up.
We could do a photo. Sorry, my hands have just not been that great, so.
That's okay. I'll take
I was going to ask if people in the group were willing to have a group photo. It would be nice because my brain can't remember people's faces.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 28.
28.
I presume that was that perception or insight.
Insight.
Let me just double check that the numbers
Should
are
roughly be
the
the same.
It looks very yummy cake.
It does.
Actually,
Is it ice cream cake? or is it
32.
just-
Just a fancy cake.
Yes,
Cheesecake Factory cake, I believe.
Sorry?
32.
Cheesecake
So
Factory
it
cake.
is a raspberry and cream cake. To be honest, they didn't have any more details than that. It was literally a handwritten tag that says raspberry and cream. That's it.
Right.
And it looked fantastic, and Martin said, that one, awesome, get it.
Yep.
I like it.
So I was going to see if I can work my way around to
I was going to say, if you want to be here,
I could always sit facing that way and then take it from that.
Yeah.
And then,
The simplest way to do this.
depending on your willingness to be in photos,
Yeah,
you might
I'll-
get
I'll-
Grant to swap.
I'll also I can do selfie mode as well.
Oh, you can do selfie mode.
Alright. Jeremy, smile. I'm just kidding.
This is Jeremy's favourite photo.
There you go. Hold on a sec. That was... Try one more time. 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to do selfie. Okay, there I am. Hello.
Hey!
Thank you.
So-
Very smiling, Jeremy.
If people would like a slice of cake, and if you're happy to cut up cake,
Will do.
that will work.
Okay, so
Good.
you
Kesley?
Just raid the X-Wing.
Yes.
Kesley?
I called it an X-Wing.
did you forget to bring the can?
It's okay.
I did forget to bring the can. I was so
That's
busy
okay.
doing things.
Okay, so
So 32.
they are mostly upset with the fact that they have lost their Lord of the region,
Okay.
Who is it?
and that
Is that the Shadow Lord?
old man has
the old
also passed away over at the start of winter.
So the Lord of the Region, is that the lovely military guy that we spoke to, Captain, or
It is
whatever rank he
not.
was? Or was it the Shadow Lord?
It is not.
Okay. Calcrix, the first thing she will do is make a tea for everybody. And I might have to roll on this one, but it is one of her magic teas, so probably Arcana, I'm guessing. That helps people calm down and helps people grieve. It is literally a grieving tea, because she has had to grieve, and she found this hard, and she literally went and found a tea that made it easier.
Did we meet the Lord of this region?
No.
We may not have. She's hoping
Or
it's
is that a
not.
mystery?
Well, give me a intelligence check.
So would that be Arcana for the tea?
I can give you an Arcana check to see how well you make the tea.
Usually is. When I do magic tea.
Considering you'll probably succeed on a natural 1, you'll be fine.
Ooh. Okay.
Loading.
Or you just add your intelligence bonus to the check.
Not bad.
16.
Okay.
Okay, you do remember that the Lord of the region was a blue dragon known as Brulifer.
Oh, that's right!
Yeah. No, I thought it might be
I
Brulifer
know.
because he was destined to die.
Like this was his domain. I didn't know.
I just didn't want to say it out
He was
loud.
his domain, he's the Lord.
I didn't
So yeah,
think
that's
it
what's
was
11. So
Yeah.
And as much as he united citizens, he was still there.
Dearly beloved Lord.
34.
How did he die?
They don't say, just that he's now gone.
So 34 for the tea. Hopefully this helps them articulate their
So he's either
Experiences
dead or he's
and
gone
what
out for
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where you start.
and
Well, the
just so you
prophecy
know, I did find a way.
Yes.
to
Martin
Oh yeah, I know.
did was that he died.
Yeah.
Just to make your day. Do I get a bonus for that?
So he got to meet us in his last days. A nice one.
Okay, so they do talk about how the old man known as Leper had passed away, and how the fortune being told did come true.
Yeah.
So did
Seiko feels a little bit guilty and just sort of pulls back into the shadows.
did Calcrix and Brulifer end up with the same divination?
Brulifer ended up with he was also going to die.
In addition to getting the full.
Yeah.
Right. Calcrix will ask if they buried Lord Brulifer, and did he or was he taken to basically what happened, if there's any details. So role playing wise, she will shrink herself down to sit at a table comfortably with them without breaking their shit.
Okay, I will make that a. Where is my skill list of what actual skills
Persuasion,
work?
culture.
Persuasion will work. Persuasion will, to see how well you manage to
Oh.
get them to talk about it.
I'm going to get a ridiculously high score on
I
that.
realised my insight was 25, but I know that wouldn't have changed anything. keep forgetting my expert talent.
38. It's not quite a 20, but it's
Okay,
close to a
so
20 you can get.
they are unclear if Brulifer actually died, just that he is no longer their lord and he is gone.
Okay. This is really important stuff.
So for them, they have lost their lord.
Did my spell books end up over your way?
Your spell books were on the table there, and then we moved them somewhere very handy. I know that.
Yep, can't see them.
Definitely handy.
I think you need to cast Locate Object.
Yeah. Actually, I can locate person, I'm fairly sure. And I know Brulifer really well. Which is why
They
I'm
don't
like, I
come this
wonder
way, I'm
what
fairly sure.
happened.
They went that
Oh,
way.
no, they're just hiding underneath all my wrapping paper.
There it is, okay.
So, the wrapping paper that's
Yeah.
concealed everything.
Not a magic person.
Ducky shit.
And my talky things won't work because I'm an elf, so I would have massive negatives.
So it does make you wonder exactly what it means that he is gone and that they are pretty much mourning his loss.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he just ran away. Something's happened that means, like, he could have been punished for leaving the bridge, but I get the feeling that's not what would have happened. Like, there's something about he's disconnected from this area somehow.
I think I'm wrong, so I don't think I do have locate person, although I was sure.
You have locate object.
I think you have
Yeah.
It would be locate creature.
I was talking
Yeah,
about
is he
finding
technically
spell
a
books.
creature?
Identifies that person.
People are creatures.
Okay, so
And the whole domain belonging to him in the area means that either it's now been taken over by someone else or it is currently vacant.
My next question for the people, and if they don't know, this will go into my list of questions, which will go into one of the spells that I use to ask questions of usually gods, things like divination and commune and stuff. Did someone replace him? If they did, who? Is that the Shadow Lord?
Okay, they say that they currently have no lord and they're waiting on the Shadow Lord to assign a new lord of the region.
So the Shadow Lord normally assigns someone?
Whoever's in charge of the nation is the one who assigns the roles.
I see.
And the domain lord of the area is still subject usually to an overarching lord.
And do you people have an opinion about who you'd prefer that to be?
To be honest, they say whoever they prefer doesn't matter because
Calcrix?
they have no say.
Calcrix will look at them and say, as a group, it is important for me to know who you would... It doesn't matter if the Shadow Lord doesn't care or not. I want to know.
Well, they do say that they enjoyed Brulifer's rule because he rarely demanded anything except entertainment and caused far more mischief than he did problems.
I see. Well, this is a good thing.
So them serving a young dragon as a lord was probably the less harsh lord they've ever had in their life.
Perhaps another young dragon?
It depends because from what they hear, there aren't many dragons outside of the Dragon Kingdom.
I don't know. I'm sure I've recently met a green dragon somewhere that's probably young and Brulifer-like. I don't know. We'll see what the fates give us in our journey this session.
Well, they say, what about that you're familiar? They say, pointing to Drachnamore.
I was going to say, if they point to Eep, that is just so funny. I would say my familiar likes to entertain and be confident and cuddled. Serves me in my. I have a very I have a lot of burdens in my role, trying to prevent a lot of wars and evildoers, and without the counsel of my familiar and his sage advice and knowledge of history, I would be bereft. And you would find him far more serious were you around him long term than you would find Rulafer. And I think in the end, he might end up actually trying to tell you how to live your life in his own dragon way. So, we will keep your.
Did Calcrix deliberately expose Dracula's
No.
intelligence?
No. She says she relies on his sage advice. For as far as they know, they're looking at her and going, that dragon never speaks and he plays. What the hell is she on? But she said first thing she said was your comfort. So she's describing you as a companion. So much as you might please forgive the reference if you find it offensive, but as much as you consider and talk to a dog and you tell the dog about your horrible day, or a cat, and you say the driver that was in front of me was horrible, that is what she's describing to them as Draknar.
That's certainly no problem with that whatsoever. That's deliberately the sort of image that you people go through. But by making a statement about the fact that I provide sage advice and he's provided my guidance and counselling for the time, hopefully they think you're a lunatic.
But Calcrix will also say, Eep also provides me with such sage advice, don't you, Eep? My God! Calcrix fix!
I remember we did talk to the ex-Shadow Lord agent, and we found out he was the butler, and he didn't know much, but there was a secret entrance.
Yes. So
sorry, that just clicked into place, and I'm like, oh no, we lost it. Oh no, we've talked to him.
I think I will turn to Luel, and I will say, my good friend, I think this is a time for a feast of sorts in celebration of Brulifer's life and rulership and lordship here that might give these people some hearty comfort. I'm pretty sure you can create
in a very strong dragon or draconic theme. Entirely doable. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll give people a list of ingredients. And once I've gathered them all, I will use those ingredients and make said feast.
These people are grieving, so I will look to the rest of the party and I'll say, will you help me gather the ingredients that Clue needs? I'm saying the name wrong. I'm going to try and say it right.
Yep.
Cluel is actually not a bad version of Cluel if you can't do the Trildar. Trildel.
No, I can't.
That's why I just said
So, yes.
With my strangled vocal cords, no chance.
Luel or Cluel is fine. You just got to get halfway in the middle. If you can't do that, I don't have a problem.
It was Llewellyn. It's a cl sound, is it? Cl.
Yes.
Cl sound. Plural.
Yeah, all of you more finely talented people can probably pronounce it.
And we all know I'm not going to be able to say that.
No, Martin's going to bust us.
I've tried.
Martin will go, I need to talk to him. Chris, what are you doing?
I was going to go Clint. You know, he kind of gets the C and the L, and everything else is.
This is Martin.
Seika will happily help together, and what she'll try and do is do her sort of I'm not here impression.
Yeah.
Where she's being helpful and stuff and being around people.
Yeah.
But she's making herself as small as possible to try and listen and encourage people to talk around her.
You're being a 7 foot tall background person.
Claude, can you look like a dragon with your dragonology?
I don't know if I can do shapeshifty stuff. The original write-up for
To look like a dragon was a lot, but it was a lot higher to be able to look like a dragon. You can create various aspects.
I could do alter self to make myself look like a more draconic version of a dragonborn sort of thing. I basically look like a dragonborn.
So I'll ask.
I can look a bit draconic.
That you go somewhere where you can't be seen, change yourself not to be an elf and to be more like a dragon, Preferably blue, if that is an option that you're allowed. In honour of our lord, who may not be dead, but is at least not here.
Yes. Considering it's solely an illusion, I'll go with the same blue he is.
Yeah.
Was.
And because they may not accept food very well from an elf, but from a dragonborn, probably.
Yes. Well, a humanoid dragon, they don't know what a dragonborn is.
Lani looked like she was going to contribute.
Oh no, I was going to ask if you want tiny cake.
Yes, I would like tiny cake.
The cake is lovely.
Oh, that's good, because I had no idea what the rest of the cake was going to be like, based on that hand scroll.
And if there happens to be any left over on Wednesday, I will happily have more on Wednesday.
Yes, I will do a soda stream. If Drachnamar is able to come inside and maybe provide some comfort to these people, and while he's providing comfort, listen in on what they're talking about while we're busy gathering food and ingredients for the feast. That would be really helpful.
Are the dirty dozen there or not? Or are they elsewhere?
No, they're
the
back
dirty
in
dozen are in Darrakan looking after your interests.
Like I said, it'd be very useful to send them out collecting shit. Sometimes you wouldn't guarantee what you come back with.
If you each had your followers here, you'd be invading the town and taking it over.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone is, confused as to why Brulafer is gone. They didn't quite understand why he left and renounced the actual domain.
Can I take a second? Considering, normally Seika's tarot and stuff, fortune telling is hit and miss. It's a little instinct and a little con. Considering two of her prophecies have sort of come through, can she do one, disappear at one point and do one?
For herself?
For the situation.
I'm sure you can.
Kind of like a daily tarot guidance card kind of thing.
Yeah.
I had a question for Paul. Person. Have you had cake? I do have some diabetic-friendly carrot cake, if you'd like a piece of cake. But don't want to worry about the carb count. It's under 3.
That would be really nice.
It's just a small square, but
That's fine.
I think I gave it to you for your birthday, same brand.
I've had a bit too much sugary-based stuff, so my body's having cold.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, a very interesting card came up for you that
God.
I will show you at a moment.
Only mostly worried it's
Do you
fine.
need a spoon?
Problem. Okay.
Oh, you got one right there.
Yeah, she's not used to so many predictions being on the
Okay,
nose.
so this is
Starting to believe in herself.
Oh, look at that.
What is that?
An upside down jester.
Upside down jester, great.
Is that the Fool yet again?
No, not the Fool, even worse.
Okay. What's even worse than the Fool?
The Jester.
It looks like a nightmare, that's what's much.
I love the card.
With
There's a
someone
reason after seeing Martin's, I went out and got myself one.
With someone like Eth as your companion, that's actually a pretty friendly looking fellow.
Oh, I love the card. Okay.
Okay, so you do believe that whoever's going to take over this town is someone who laughs at the misfortunes of others.
Uh-oh.
So that's not good.
I will, when I can, sort of whisper it in people's ears as I do my background character thing around.
But of course it may not be true. It may actually just be a false reading. But
Yes.
When she gets this news from you, Carapax will look at you and go, "Is there anything I can do to stop this? Please pick me a card." Or anything I can do to influence this
So
future.
give me a number and I'll go down that many cards.
11 for no good reason. And I'm just praying it's not another jester.
And okay, so upright or reversed?
I don't know.
Roll a die. 1, 2, 3. It's upright. 4, 5, 6 is reversed.
Let's see. 8 is even. Let's think. Upright reversed. Upright reversed. Reversed.
Okay, reversed. Interesting.
If it's bad news, can I leave the room and go to the bathroom for 5
The
minutes?
thing is, I don't mind doing this because I don't think it's altering things too much. I think
No.
Martin's making things.
It's also asking
But
questions.
Calcrix is likely to ask for a card because there are cards.
Yeah, I think, and for a bit, she's probably going to do this regularly because for some reason.
Okay,
things
so
are
you think
Do a wince.
when you're looking at it that
What is
this
it?
has come about by a person running from expectations placed on them by family or society, trying a new path in life.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be
Sounds like rules, huh?
Yep.
someone
Which
like
was
Rule of
the maze reversed,
It's reversed. Interesting.
which was literally the
What does that
result of that.
mean? Calcrix is looking at Seika right now going, I don't understand. What do you mean it's coming from someone? Is the question coming from someone who's running from their life? Is the person who's going to rule coming from life?
the
Is the way
answer-
that I influence it by picking someone that's coming through running away from their life? Because if you do that, I know lots of people running away from their lives.
I think you need to pick another card, Caltrix.
And
Because
she
you-
says it literally that fast, which is why I'm saying it that
Seika
fast.
goes, my first instinct is that maybe we've already been the influence.
I'm going to take this as a sign I should continue to be the influence.
That's always a good sign.
I'm going to give that shadow load a good talking to.
with a stick.
I have a feeling,
Very big
considering
stick.
it's running away from expectations and
I'm going to try not
What
to
we
annoy
were
everybody, but
talking
Calcrix has an idea.
about
Or
with
all you got your head
Brulfer
there. Where is it?
is
Show me
that
before we do.
he's possibly running from the
Yeah.
expectations of Dragon and maybe for following the idea of leading the charge for peace between the dragons and the giants. I don't know. It could be a false reading. It's just what I'm being told.
I'm also tell you that this is all charlatan.
This is all what?
This is all parlor trick.
Chicanery.
It's all chicanery.
So does
Yes.
this mean you pull a card for Lani?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Calcrix
No,
is, yes,
no.
yes.
Lonnie will definitely
And-
say, "Don't do it."
And Calcrix will pick one for Lani.
Lonnie, nope. Lonnie will say, "Don't do it. Don't do it." Calcrix, you know better than anybody. Don't do it.
Of course, Lily's out prophesied, so she doesn't do it. That's the
Well,
cure.
Calcrix has picked up the card, so this could be
So
Calcrix's
it's gonna.
card.
This is where Lonnie says, "This is a card between you
No,
guys.
no,
I
no,
don't. I am not acknowledging this card in any way, shape, or form."
It's not you telling the prophecy, it's me, and I don't have your powers.
I don't trust anything to do with me.
And the amusing thing is the card you draw is the Knight.
That's funny.
And the reading you get is a trustworthy person who honors their commitments.
That is very
That is
funny.
very, very funny.
That is very funny.
because that's Lani.
I love
Yep.
that. That is so good.
Can I
So-
ask a question, though?
Yep.
Didn't Lani prophesize by saying, and now she allowed that prophecy to be unfulfilled, like go against?
Well, she said, don't draw it for me, not that you have drawn it for me.
Yeah.
She hasn't spoken in the tense of it having happened.
And I haven't spoken in the tense of claiming it
It never happened.
to be
So,
claimed.
so
Yeah.
the prophecy has been made by Seika.
Mm-hmm.
The card was drawn by Calcrix for Lani,
But
by
Lon-
Calcrix's intention, not by Lani's choice.
and so Lonnie does not claim.
Seika is, for a while Seika's going to be doing
Yeah.
fortune.
Lonnie
At
does not
least once a
claim
day.
the power behind said card, so that whatever it is, whether it be true or not, Lonnie is not
Not
beholden to the
beholden
power of
to
the
it.
card.
Is Mr. Goblin Dwarf in the inn grieving with the rest?
He is, because he got the job from Brullifer.
He did, yes.
As also being the head blacksmith for the army.
What's his name again?
and Chief Mourner and a few other things.
I had it written at some point.
Yeah, so did I.
Because she'd like to talk with him, she'll
something.
ask...
Rollo.
Rollo, would you come and help me gather some ingredients for a meal?
Rollo's also always happy to. You notice he's got 3 of his fingers bandaged up.
Oh god, what are you doing, Chuffy?
I will do a... I'm pretty sure I've got like cure wounds on his fingers. In fact, I know I've got cure wounds because I got it.
No, he says that the priest's already done that. He's just waiting for the bones to heal.
Can I do something to heal the
No,
wounds?
you don't have that one.
That's a greater...
Greater restoration or regeneration.
Yep.
Because the other one heals the scar tissue oval.
Yeah, it
What
essentially
do you
like
do yourself,
it
lad?
heals it in place.
I'm fairly
Yeah.
sure you don't have restoration.
He
I didn't-
swung to hit
I know
something
I'm
but forgot
getting-
his hand was still there.
I know I wanted at some point.
Okay, just
You know what?
stretch
I have been there too. I don't blame him.
Much better than when someone else's hand was there.
Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't like hurting other people anymore.
Aw, that's good. Anymore.
Do I pick up anything else with the background character lurking?
Looking around, not many people are sad that the leper has gone. Because the old man really was a cranky old bastard. And half-deaf old bastard.
Yeah, no, I don't have it yet. It is one that I want. But
Is
I
this
don't
your
think I
Ebenezer
can.
Scrooge
In fact,
moment?
I don't know
Yeah.
why I didn't take it. It might not have been an opportunity.
And they believe he died because he forgot to put his fire on.
Mm,
He had a bit of Alzheimer's at the end.
mm.
Gets you every time.
So he was a popsicle when they found him.
Do I hear if they've cleaned out his house or not?
They have. They didn't really find anything useful there, they said.
Yeah, cool.
Except all these papers that they burned.
Okay.
Love that.
Great, it helped them keep the rest of them warm for a few days.
And I'm assuming his body is being stored in a mausoleum unless they actually
Oh
get
no,
a
they
fire.
burned that too.
Okay, yeah. Because I know that like the ground would be frozen, so there's no burying.
Oh, you can light a fire on top of it.
Yeah, we just light things up. You know what? Lighting things on fire does solve a lot of problems. We'll say that.
I know it's not going to
It
do
has-
anything to heal his bones,
It
but
has its
while we're
uses.
collecting things, I'm going to give Rollo some chocolate-covered seed bombs,
He's quite happy with that.
just to kind of ease the pain while we're doing this little
And
job.
he swallows one of them straight away.
That's
Dear.
fine.
No trace.
If he's got any hit points lost, he'll regain some. Otherwise, he'll just feel generally better.
And then he starts burping up clouds of chocolate.
Chocolate coffee?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. He can keep me company as long as he likes. I'll do most of the work gathering stuff.
You're surrounded by this miasma of
Seika's probably got a whole
coffee
heap
and
of
chocolate
stuff.
fumes from Rollo burping and belching in your ear, yeah.
I'm just chattering to him about how his time is and just generally being a companion and a friend to him.
And he talks all about how he's learning to do more with metal. He's now learned that if he heats it up, it's actually easier to shape.
Is it indeed?
Saves a lot
What
of time.
kind of materials do you have to work with?
But you haven't seen the burn scars on his hands for picking up the hot metal.
I'm going to need to teach someone here a spell for healing burns.
They do have a temple here, but I'm sure they get tired of healing the same thing day after
Is
day.
there a cure stupidity with spell?
When it's got to do with the creature in pain, no matter how dumb it is, it's relieving that creature of pain, and if she needs to give that lecture to the temple priests, she will.
I'm sure some of the temple priests are wondering if they can cast Awaken on the dwarf.
That could possibly work. She's not going to discourage that.
Because, hey, you've got to have a very low intellect for it to actually work on something.
Oh dear.
It's a conversation she's going to try and have before she leaves the village, if she gets the opportunity. Otherwise, she'll just...
Well, there's the pro and the con
You've got to
towards
have
that.
like -7 or something.
Alright, so...
Well,
yeah.
Negative 4 or 5.
I
I will just
I'm gonna have to
wander
make
around
2
with him and
rolls.
just keep him company.
Okay, so yes.
So I've got all the bits for the feast.
You managed to get bits for the feast.
I'm gonna just sneak by to the bathroom quickly.
Yes. So 2 rolls. One is to make fabricate work, and the second one is to make what I make good. So let's see how that goes.
If you've got advanced ritual training, you roll with advantage.
I know.
Cool.
That's why I got advanced ritual training.
I was just saying.
Yes. I also
I'm used to reminding people.
I also have expertise.
Useful.
Yes.
So you do only get expertise before you get advanced.
Oh yeah, I had expertise first. That's on the actual skill. But
And if you
The
did the
ritual
ritual training, then you should have your expertise upgraded.
yes, so that's right. It's a D6 because I did do that for that very purpose.
Because they intentionally did it that way, so people
you
who...
can overdo things.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of the thing of if I'm really, really good, I can afford to do a 1-minute ritual. I'm almost that good, at least for low-level rituals. Actually, I could get away with it with a level 1, level 2 ritual.
Yeah, see if I can open up.
1 minute, done. Anyway, so with advantage, doing the ritual, and I did up.
Okay, so doing it
Yes.
at 1 minute, what level is
Cult.
the spell you're doing?
4.
4, so doing it at 1 minute, that would be 22 being the difficulty, and would reduce your hit points by 8.
I could do it, but I don't need to now. I'm going to do it. Actually, is it possible to have things go the other way?
Yes, if you wish to take 100 minutes to do it, DC is 14, and it doesn't actually cost you any hit points.
Well, let's face it, you're building a
Not
feast,
now.
and wouldn't take wouldn't it?
But there
I was
are
gonna
times where
say-
that's going to be really useful.
That
I
was
was going to
the-
say, like, if you make it
Yeah.
seem like a bigger deal and a bigger
Mm.
effort, it
No,
might
but-
make
yeah,
it
Oh yeah.
might make them happier.
yeah.
Well,
with us.
Well, the thing is,
Might make them feel a little more beholden.
taking, even if I do it like I'll take an hour, I'm showing the amount of work involved, makes it easier on me,
Yep.
and it's still way shorter than a full-on feast would actually take to make.
It is. Because the base is 10 minutes, then you can you can increase it to 100 minutes or reduce it to 1 minute. Or you can even reduce it to a single action.
Yeah, okay, that's a different way of impressing people.
I wouldn't go
So-
less.
I'm not going to do that until I'm about level 22.
Well, technically it would be 26 DC.
Which
Doable, but hard.
is doable, but not reliably.
I
I
know,
need to be
that's,
able to do it reliably.
that's the point.
But that's the thing. If I take, say, well, I'd like to go somewhere between 100 minutes and 10 minutes.
At the moment they don't have a stage between that.
Yeah.
It's
If you
basically...
take extra time, it's going to make a difference.
I'll take extra time to add to the presentation, which is just
Exactly.
me actually doing cooking stuff.
Yeah,
It's not part of the ritual. The ritual will be 10
10
minutes. Which I made extremely easily on the first roll. I'm not even going to roll a second time. There's not really a lot of
you
points
don't
in
want to
it.
try and get a critical?
That would be amusing. It wasn't. I rolled 1 point lower. So there, with the expertise and advantage, that comes to 30.
So yes, you could have done it in a minute. In an action.
I could, but rolling an 18 is not an assured thing.
I know. So yes, you
Yeah.
do manage to get through your ritual quite successfully.
Yeah, that was the easy bit. Making it come out good, and also, and then making it look pretty. So I'm going to make a persuasion check after I do the cooking check. Because the persuasion is let's impress the hell out of everybody. Now, cooking. I don't have any extra pieces on that one, so that's
That would be cooking tools.
yes. The thing is, I'm proficient at it, but I don't have any extra bits.
Yeah.
I am an okay cook, so it's going to be okay, it's going to look amazing. The actual result was 16, so that's pretty good. And then the Persuadey, which has an expertise dice. Uh, 25.
Okay, so you have no problem casting that one as well.
Yeah.
So yes, you have built yourself an amazing feast.
Mhm.
How does everyone see it?
Some dishes are shaped like dragons, particularly things like the dessert cake, dessert pudding. Some are the sorts of things that you would think of as something that a dragon would be eating. So a beautifully done haunch of meat, but it's dragon sized. It's actually made out of like 5 haunches that I've made look like a single one.
Mm-hmm.
So the bone down the middle is actually made of like 6 bits of bone.
And food that looks like treasure?
Definitely that. Definitely that.
Apples that look like gems.
Yes. Yes. They've been trimmed to look like they're faceted and then glazed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bits that I've cut off are put around the bottom as a stand to put the gem on. So you've got this. It used to be a red apple, now it's a walking great
Ruby.
not quite translucent ruby about this size.
So with your
yeah.
magic, it can literally look like a ruby. It doesn't actually have to be an apple. And it can taste exactly like an apple when you bite into it. That's the difference with magic over
Especially
cooking.
actually if I add illusions to it, I can do things like this is actually transparent until you bite into it.
Mm. And it can still be transparent even after you bite into it. That's what magic does.
Fabricate, you can make it whatever you want.
And it's still nutritious.
It's still
and
mundane
food.
item. But I can also do cute stuff with illusions.
Mm-hmm. So yes, we have this big brilliant feast laid out by Luel.
Yep.
The dragon that all the kids run up and hug.
Yeah.
Because he's kid-sized.
Yeah.
The other one keeps flying away.
They almost come up to my knee.
Do they realise he's the elf?
No. Because I look like a blue dragon, except humanoid. I don't look like Brulathor, deliberately.
Yeah.
I look like a different dragon in humanoid form, but the same blue.
I would assume you looked like Drazzle as you first met him.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Drazzle, but Brulathor's blue.
And you do
Oh,
realise
Drazzle blue, isn't it?
you haven't
Yeah,
heard
but
from Drazzle
not the same
in a
blue.
while.
They're both blue, but they're different blues.
Different shades of
I'm
blue.
Brulathor blue. So I think I'm a little bit lighter than Drazzle.
that-
We still haven't heard from Drazzle.
Yeah. The food is rather nice. The presentation is amazing, and it turned up in about an hour all up, which for making a feast is pretty amazing.
It is.
Especially since there's no washing up.
Because hey, the plates are edible.
Yes. Hey, why not? That's what trenches are.
There are a lot of food that is the containers.
Yes,
So
exactly.
you do get from most of the locals that they are simply hoping someone comes before the end of winter with supplies, because Brulafer normally brought them firewood and other things.
Okay.
Game.
This is...
Even though he was the lord of the area, he actually helps them a lot.
He
So
was
what did
doing
Brulafer
proper protective
do?
things. He was supplying food and firewood for the winter.
Okay.
So they didn't cut
So-
down their trees so
Yeah.
that they still had
So
a forest protection.
So that is something for us
That is something that we
to
can probably help
organise, just to help with. We're not going to be able to go and actually do it. But we can certainly send someone a message to
I
say,
have-
please turn up to here with this stuff.
I have
I will pay for it.
transportation circle still.
You do, but depending on where you send it to.
I just want to send a message to Grindelwald, asking him to send out an extra party for firewood, and to send the firewood to these coordinates through Vala.
Yeah, and food.
I will let one of you guys organise the food, and
Yeah.
I can organise it being portaled.
Okay.
I've given too much food to Darrakan. I have no food spare.
Yeah. Given what Tenova Voda is for, I can supply the food.
Okay.
I can supply some of the firewood too.
So yes, you have been able to arrange something to help for here.
Yep.
But you also realise the longer you stay here, the closer the master gets to
Oh god, yeah.
victory,
No,
and you're at the point of needing to stay the night because travelling overnight in winter here is not
Deadly.
recommended.
Yeah.
When I hear this and before it gets too dark and cold, can I go out doing a bit of hunting before?
By the time you got here, the sun had already set.
Okay, so it's not.
Because 6-hour days now, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The farmers do a quick patrol of the
Yeah.
fences.
So when you're talking about 3 or 4 p.m. being sunset, you don't particularly want to go out hunting after that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out if there's something I can do to contribute.
Well, Father Pat will organise a guard roster or something like that, because I assume there are some able people that we
There
can...
are-
Does any of the party members have access to some food supplies?
Not readily. That wouldn't take weeks to set up.
I could hunt, but it's too dark.
No, I mean, if Calcrit can organise, actually,
It's how many weeks you wish to stay here looking after stuff, getting them
No.
set up.
No, we don't have time.
Just one night.
What I'm expecting us to be doing is send a message to organise to have stuff sent, and then we fuck off.
Because we'd also be
Yeah.
using the resources.
So I've had an
Yeah.
idea.
The-
Exactly.
Can Drachnima send a message to the Atruaghin to teleport food through?
They won't
might-
teleport.
Okay, they don't.
No.
Oh, but they
You
got.
can't use teleport systems at the moment.
Not useful.
And to be frank, the only people who can actually help out are the Wendarians.
Okay. So we need to send a message to the Queen.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
go see the Queen.
Literally, they are the closest nation,
Yeah.
They would-
and
So we
they
Closest supply.
and they are basically just over the mountain range.
Right.
But they're not going to be interested in helping until there's peace between the nations.
What about as a goodwill gesture?
Yeah.
Actually, that's one way I can help. There was 2 things I was thinking of. One was, as I'm doing my background character thing, do I find the witch? But I do have sending. No, I didn't meet the queen.
Mm-mm.
I did. And I have sending.
So
Yeah.
I'm looking for the witch, because I know we want to talk to her.
Yes.
And I'm assuming the insane priest isn't here.
But that would be a way to kind of look after things while also achieving our goal of encouraging a peace through
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
sharing of resources.
I like it.
And
I just can't do it.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think between Lul and I sending to the Queen, because we both met the Queen.
Yeah.
Drachnima met the Queen as well, but I don't know if he can help in this.
No, I was protecting Drazzle and being very upset.
I think we could use our sendings for the day to contact the Queen and ask if, as a goodwill gesture, would they be willing to put food for the for the Denegathians to for a delegation from Denegath to pick up.
I can cast it half a dozen times.
Yep.
So we don't have a problem with communication words.
Did we want to do that? Because that's kind of instant.
Yeah.
How important is this village to Denegar?
Well,
it's not just important to Denegath. They're on the border with Wendar.
The question is not how important is this village to Denegath. The question is how important is this village to Calcrix, who will then convince the Shadow Lord that this village is extremely important to Denegath.
Can I duck
No,
out?
what I'm just saying is that
Sorry.
if you're trying
I try not
to
to.
encourage the Wendarian Queen to support the village as a goodwill gesture to try and promote peace, but if the village has absolutely no relevance to Dengarian County Commander concern, then the gesture is important.
So you're thinking about a strategist,
Absolutely.
and Calcrix is talking as a humanitarian, dragon humanitarian.
Yeah, this is people, and the thing is, if we let them die, if we let them, or let the Master overrun them, that's more troops for him.
Yeah.
If they're okay, they're defence, not fodder.
And Calcrix is not going to allow herself to be corrupted by the inconvenience and of these supposedly, less important lives. She doesn't consider them irrelevant to the fight against the Master at all. She considers that relevant to the reason she's fighting at all.
Yeah, if we're not protecting people like this, what are we even doing?
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, understand what the real motivations are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do it just up with peace, because if it's a worthless city, or worthless from the perspective of the Denegar, then effect on peace will be nothing.
That will entirely depend on the Queen's view of things. Now, if the Queen views the village as unimportant and irrelevant, regardless of any other considerations, well, then she's not going to be influenced by any appeal. The only way to find out is to ask.
I would also point out that we keep talking about talking with the Queen.
Yeah, I want to
as if we are completely subverting and counting out the King entirely. Like, even though we don't like the way he rules things, he is still the authority of Wendar.
To be honest, I would just start off with the Queen, because I don't want to. I got 25 words in a sending message, and I need to use them. I'm happy for the King to be involved, but not in the original sending, because I got 25 words and he's got 10 hours. And that's the only reason she's going to go to the Queen to start with, and she'll explain that. She'll just say, look, I don't mean to count the King out. I'm absolutely happy for him to be a part of this. In fact, if anyone's going to be a part of this, we're going to need to persuade him.
Is that part of your 25 words?
No. It'll be explained in less words, but I'm not very good at fullness and editing at any time right now, which is ironic considering my background and profession. But yeah, it'll be something that I'll try to explain. I might even try to magically send a slightly longer message. I just have to trick my spell list if I can do that, and I'd hopefully like to finish my coffee before I can do that.
Yeah.
But we can start off with just let's contact the Queen.
Yep. As I said, Father Pat's done a patrol of the...
And I might just step to the bathroom while you confirm what you're doing.
I think the initial message should be to the Queen, just saying we'd like to talk to you regarding need to talk to you.
I could have stood up and put the chair over my head.
Regarding Denegath, Wendar situation.
Another point to consider, if the Queen of Wendar or Wendar would send support to the Denegath Dragonian town, before peace is recognised, will it be seen as invading force?
We'll need to organise a treaty at least between the village and the people delivering the food.
Yep. Give me 10 minutes for them.
The thing is, and I apologise if this was said while I was in the bathroom, if, like, I see this as, so like Seika would see this as, at this point, we're taking out the Shadow Lord. This is us starting to undermine his power and
We're just looking
build
at food.
Seika being Seika would go, this is a way of helping to shift the populace to being friendlier to Wendar. Because even if we take out the Shadow Lord, that doesn't necessarily mean the war would stop and the people would it be better, like would have a better relationship.
Yeah. So, like, if they are seeing that they are getting aid from Wendar, then the people who are quote-unquote left behind in Denagath would have a better chance at creating a peace treaty with Wendar.
And the town you're in is one of 3 major settlements of Denagath.
Yep.
I also think that time, not only for our speed,
Yeah.
not only for the war against the Master, if we can take out the leadership before this area gets the possibly horrible person that they're going to get, would help again.
Yes.
So, whatever happens, I think we have to leave tomorrow because time is too much of an essence, which is why I'd love to talk to the witch or the insane priest tonight.
Can't leave at night.
Yeah.
I don't think travelling at night was
No,
possible.
tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But there was 2 things. We wanted to talk to the insane priest and we wanted to talk to the witch.
Yeah.
I just don't think we should spend another day in the town.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, I'm not suggesting that we do.
Also, I have a funny thing to point out. I'm not saying this seriously. The prophecy was that the next ruler would be somebody who laughs at the misfortunes of others. Doesn't mean that he's like they're going to be a terrible person. They can just be kind of a dick with their sense of humor.
Yeah, but appointed by the Shadow Lord makes me think.
That wasn't prophesized. That was
No.
just prophesized to be
You're
what's
entirely
next.
right.
Yeah,
So
I still think he's going to be a dick.
overall, it sounds like maybe just doesn't have the best sense of humor.
No.
That's the way that I'd take that. So
Yeah, it's not the way I've taken it.
that's
But that's fine.
That's that your Laurie teaching I got.
Yes.
Look, this is Martin here. We could be talking exactly that.
True.
Hey, I make things happen.
But I do think time is the best. I think seeing if we can get the Wendarians to help this village is a positive.
I think so too.
And I think time being what it is, if we're going to get anything done, it needs to be done tonight.
Lou, you had the best relationship with the Queen?
Yeah.
Right.
We got on rather well.
Do you want to send that message?
I will do that very thing.
I will be with you, and while we're doing the messages, Seika, Father Patlani, and Jack and I can go and interview people.
Yes.
Finally, I got my coffee.
Kesley, next time you get up, can I have a...
Hello.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. That's good. Thank you. It's also what happens when I'm anxious. I drink more. So do we have a specific sending, or are we just sending to the Queen to see if we can negotiate,
Martin, do we need to do specific wording when we do the sending?
Yeah.
or
it's
just an
good.
intention?
It is good to say what you want to say to them.
So 25 words. What would Luwil say to the Queen?
I won't get 25 words.
My
Oh,
suggestion
first
is to start off with
Have we updated her
need,
about?
speak, progress, mission
Have we updated her about what
with
the
Denagath.
Cloud Giant Matron said?
That'll get the
That
conversation
will
started.
be first. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure we would have updated her before now. It's been months.
Well, yes, actually, I would have told her about.
We would have talked to her about the
because I can do
conditions.
I can do sending functionally freely, so I will keep people appraised of things. How many did you try to remember? I can do it 6 times between short rests. With a stretch, I can do it 7 times once, 8 times once actually.
I feel like I got this.
So, or 10. I can, as long as I'm willing to take short rests between them.
I can also send.
I can do a lot of sending.
I'm happy to do.
We want to discuss
Some.
possible
Yeah.
non-conflict, possible diplomatic options to sway the people of Denegath.
How about we work out what we want to say, given how much we've got, about how many sendings we've got available. Work out what we want to say, and then I'll make a roll to get it all fit, rather than actually us trying to work it out.
No, I got it.
Can we roleplay this?
Okay.
I got it.
I was.
That's what Martin was
wanting
trying
people to do that, but
Rather than working out word for word, can we just roleplay?
That's what I
No,
just
that's
said.
it. But I got it. I figured it out.
Yeah,
and then
I just
lost it.
suggested that.
So,
yeah.
my suggestion
Yes.
is beginning power restructure before taking out Shadow Lord. Would Wendar be willing to send winter supplies as start of peace negotiations
Goodwill
between
gesture. Goodwill.
Denegath
And I'm peace negotiations with Denegath.
with Denegath, and then I have one word extra.
Thanks.
Thanks. Ta.
Oh, greetings.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that seems like a good start. Like we want to I would say role playing it, but like sending is very strict about the 25 words, so just talking isn't gonna. So we send that.
Yes, it'd be so nice if there was an actual communication spell that has.
there are.
Well, I know, it's bloody
just-
high level.
They are normally high level. Most of the time they use magical items to talk over long distance.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a lot easier to have the, say, talking stick, because red green stuff doesn't actually do sending, it does an open communication.
Yes. Well, the thing is, if you base it using the sending spell and cost it as sending as at will, you just go, it's used as if it's just a talkie stick. Yeah, and if you use the existing magic item creation rules, that comes out as, I think, either rare or very rare. For a head of state, that's entirely cost effective.
And in some cases people have the magic mirror, because that is also as effective.
It's basically very similar.
I've got a mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A magic mirror?
Yes.
The magic mirror of communication, though?
I don't know. I've got a pocket magic mirror.
It's a common item. It won't be the right one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you do get back that the Queen is unsure of sending forces north due to the constant forces attacking the forest.
Right.
Is there a way to do it without it being a military action?
Is there something these people can do to give them aid?
You do find that none of these people seem to be heading south, and they've been harassed from the south on a regular basis.
That's because they remember that one force that we fought that isn't technically really on Denegath, but it
what's
is.
What's his name?
Exantiel.
Shedrick?
Shedrak is, I'd say he is not in town at the moment, but he had passed
No,
through.
not in town, but would Shedrak be one of those? No, buddy, come on, settle, and I'll cover
And
you.
Shedrak had the emblem of Idris on him, didn't it? Didn't
No, buddy.
not the Shadow Lord.
Yeah.
Don't buy the blanket.
Yes, but
Well, that's the fun bit.
Well,
Mm,
he rips the
exactly.
blanket, in which case I've got holes in it because of that. It's very distressing.
And that's fine if they're shitty blankets, but they're not shitty blankets.
Does she think there's a way of doing it without military involvement?
The military would have to move it because of the forces that are attacking that are not
And we can't just like
fully
teleport
within.
it or airdrop it. Or...
Yeah. So like I would say if it was Shedrack and his forces, they could be met at the border, which we would have to organize. But that doesn't mean that there's not other forces at play that would attack. We would need to. It's almost as if we would have to take out the Shadow Lord and the power of the opposing forces within in order for
Can
anything
we
to be
ask
done.
if she can be ready to do that if we can get the attacks to stop?
That is a good question.
If you can,
Also send to Shedrack and ask if it is him.
or ask if it's him doing the attack.
If he's one of the forces in the south attacking, and start negotiations for him to stop if it is him. But I could just confirm because I've got his seal and he's given me permission to communicate with him.
So, which one do you want to talk to first?
I was
Because
just
I don't want to answer multiple things at the same
no,
time.
I'm happy for you guys to do your thing. I'm just saying that is also an option of figuring out if it is Shedrack.
Yeah.
And what was Jeremy trying to say?
I did not say anything. Okay.
I did hear a few noises from you, so I just wanted to make sure you hadn't
Sorry,
been cut off.
that wasn't deliberate.
I listened in just so I can redirect it to you if you were trying to say something but didn't get it and kept stopping yourself.
Thank you. Nothing this time.
Okay, so do you want to finish talking to the Queen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so she does
Yeah.
say that if you can confirm a end of hostilities, they will happily send forces north.
Okay.
Forces
Just
with supplies or
clarify
forces
forces.
north?
As in people with food and some protection?
She doesn't offer anything more than that, which is probably a pretty good strategy on her part, because it means that
It's open.
anyone who can magically listen in doesn't know what her intentions are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which again, the Shadow Lord very likely has
But
the ability
we also,
to do so.
like, you guys met the Queen.
Yeah.
She seems honest and she seems like she wants the conflict to end.
And she's also not stupid, so she's unlikely to send a bunch of wagons unprotected.
Yes.
No, and I don't think that she should.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't think. I think that's the best reaction we're going to have. But again,
Yeah.
that puts us on a time limit.
And you
Yes.
contact Shedrack.
It's better than saying no.
Yes, I would.
Yes.
No, buddy. If I can get this little Shedrack to stop biting the blanket.
Because it was Shedrack who originally warned us of
Yeah.
the Exantial forces going north.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. I also don't think he's
He's-
necessarily.
I was going
It
to say
might
he's
not be
just
my
doing his
concern is
job.
how loyal he is to the Shadow Lord, but he wasn't
Yeah.
wearing. He was.
He's
Idris
loyal. It looks like he's
rather
loyal
than-
to Idris. Idris is person of or god of this domain, and like he seems like he's just a guy doing his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you were just talking about Shedrack was the one that warned us about Exantiotl forces. I'm also thinking that the notes that Dracula found in the sheriff's quarters that
Yep.
Lurian, whatever his name was, had probably come from Shedrack, which one of which was the warning of that there were
That Kamala was
people
coming.
in the foothills that were going to interfere with them creating supply for their battle against Wendar. So it's sort of thing that whilst yes, we're definitely keen to check out the exact law followers, possibly we're also trying to clear their way.
Clear their way. You cut out.
Clear their way to Wendar.
Yeah.
to save them the effort of doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a different reason Cedric might have told us. It might have been a way of getting rid of the bandits that were disrupting their... Might have been out of self-interest, not just care for us.
Exactly, that's right. Like there was potentially double focus.
I was gonna say, like, again, they are in a war with another nation, and
But he was also a man of his word.
Is doing his
He
job.
follows the dragon code.
So, like, yeah, his intention could have been to clear it so that his forces then had a way up, but I don't see anything wrong with that.
I would like to say that since he was following the dragon code, he would have been honest with Calcrix, considering she also won a vigil. So the information he did give her was in
Obligation.
faith.
Yeah.
As in, he didn't necessarily have to be absolutely clear about it, but he wasn't also being
Shadow.
purposely underhanded about it.
Yeah.
And I get that based off the questions that I asked Martin at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That said, Calcrix would like to do a short visit to the temple because she has a couple of questions.
Okay.
And she wants to do the sending to Shedrack once she knows the answer to these questions.
Okay, so you make it to the temple, and as you're heading to the temple, we did have someone ask to see
Yep.
the witch.
Yep.
So I
I
will
was just
say.
going to say, I'm happy if other people want to visit other people while I'm doing that.
So Seeker is tapped on the shoulder while she's hiding in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
As you see a what looks to be elderly peasant woman who seems to be dressed in thick silk robes. With various arcane symbols woven into them.
As they would be.
Would I recognise her or her clothing or the arcane symbols as Glantrian?
They're not as you recognise. They basically Glantry has about 7 main cultures at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have the alternate Earth cultures associated with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I couldn't place or get any information just by looking at her.
It comes across as arcane, just not of one of the cultures you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it feels like there's an element of Glantry. Like we know the witch came from Glantry. I can I can put together that this is who I was looking for.
And she's when you hear her say she's been looking for you, you do pick up the Glantrian accent in her voice.
Cool.
Just not in her dress.
Yeah.
Plus, last time you were in Glantry, things can change.
It was a very long time ago.
It was, yes. And a lot has changed.
I was hoping to speak to you too.
She asks if she can look at your hands.
She holds out her hands.
Okay, so
Interesting.
she studies them closely. And you get a tingling through your hands as she does.
Yep.
And she says, I see that a person with a quest you are. Strong your life force and your conviction are. Something you seek, yes, something of great power. A wondrous stone of brilliant blue. It seems contrary to what Calcrix knows. Now a great tower I see, wrapped in swirling mists. Far to the north lies the tower, and much evil there is. But wait, more there is. A brilliant blue sapphire I see, sitting on a cushion of gold. Around the stone many bodies there are, broken and smashed by much violence. These creatures I have seen before, and so have you. Indeed, one of them you are. More than this I cannot see.
One of them I am.
And she says, to abandon this quest I would advise, for in your own destruction it might end.
Yeah.
No, doesn't sound like the dagger.
Doesn't
at
sound
all.
like
No.
a dagger?
No.
It's blue sapphire gem.
Oh, okay, sorry. My brain is off elsewhere.
So, you believe that the king is looking for a green seed,
It's blue.
and she's described a blue one instead.
Right. Do we know anything about the seeds appearing as different colours?
No, the ones that you've heard of are all green.
And the two that I have are both green?
They were both green, yes.
Is it likely that one of them might be disguised? And they might be, as Calcrix has originally suspected, since there's supposed to be 5 of them, I think, that they represent like everything, all the elements.
Quite possibly.
I thank her. Oh, great tower in the north. Okay. I thank you for this. I have been
Cursed with the gift of second sight, she says.
I
Imperfect, but it is there.
am getting a little more accurate in mine as well, which is slightly daunting.
I believe that is your God smiling upon you.
He does that, but he can also change just as quickly.
The tensions of gods are fickle.
Him a little more so, but yes, when he's pleased, he does give me his blessing.
Or curse, as she says.
Or curse.
A common curse of this world, she says, is the gods' eyes are upon you.
Yes, it definitely feels it. Did you see any... I'm not sure I can abandon this quest. Did you see anything that might aid us?
She thinks, closes her eyes and goes, many things she can say, but any more she speaks will lessen your chances of success.
I will take that as you have said.
For forewarning can lead to failure.
That's why Monty's learning to shush.
Well, it's much like you giving a prophecy.
Exactly.
If you stray from what the words of the prophecy say, you can fail.
Exactly.
Aside from your second sight, is there anything you have learned about the Shadow Lord or this Denagath that might...
They are simple
important.
people and believe themselves to be the attacked, not the attacker.
They both appear to feel that way, and I have my suspicions of why.
Those that wish conflict wish to spread conflict.
Yes, and there is
And
a
the
lot
Lady
of
of
that.
Vengeance is unhappy.
There is a lot of that too. But you are finding your life here pleasant?
It is much quieter than the politics of home, she says.
Yes, I do understand that.
Yes, she does not wish to constantly guard her back.
It is something we all need a break from.
The Lantrians are not known for their honour.
Sadly, they're not the only ones. I am very pleased to meet you, and while my own gifts are not as strong as yours, I would like to offer something in return. Would you like...
What do you wish to offer, she says.
Would you like a reading?
She says, fraught with danger. Very well.
Very well.
Oh dear.
I was gonna say, sounds like she's wanting that slight excitement in her life, and then Lonnie's like, stop, no more excitement, please.
Okay, so is the card normal or reversed?
I feel like everything's topsy-turvy today.
Okay, so we'll go with reversed. Interesting.
You say that every time.
It's
Yes, it
interesting every time.
Oh,
Okay, so your reading of her is a person who offers helpful advice in difficult circumstances. You have drawn the sage.
How is this happening? That is...
So you know me saying that these cards are working out perfectly without even trying. I couldn't have stacked the deck to make this happen.
Yes, that is so funny.
obviously, my god is...
Having too much fun.
well, that too. But,
You have his interest. You must be doing something to really mess with the world. Because he only is ever interested in people who mess with the world.
In
Yeah.
interesting ways.
Yes.
I am trying to mess with the right people.
As long as you break up the status quo is how he messes with the world.
And that is my job.
It's like following Loki, but with less fire.
It's my job.
He is as bad as Loki, just that he's not mean-spirited.
That's what I
Yes.
was thinking. Yeah. And Loki being mean-spirited is actually a later addition.
Knowing...
The Loki in this world is mean-spirited because
Yeah.
he deals with crappy people that he does the jokes on. He normally targets those that have committed wrongs.
Right.
And he's making their jokes as punishment for what they've done.
I like my god more and more, by the way.
Yes.
Knowing she's from Glantry,
Mm-hmm.
is there, like, is it likely she values jewels, historical artifacts, like...
From the
I'm
look
sure
of
I've got
what she's,
something on me.
wearing and stuff, she seems to value quiet and peace and has given up luxuries. And while she still has the robes, she doesn't seem to have any wish.
Just trying to think if there's something I would have on me that I could give her.
Teas.
I don't have Calcrix's teas.
Yeah, no, she's giving you some.
Give her 5 minutes.
Do I have some of Calcrix's teas?
Yeah.
You stick your hands
She's
in your
strange.
pockets. Yes, you do find one. You don't remember when the dragon stuffed it in there.
Okay. Can I offer tea?
She happily accepts the tea. She has bought many of the White Dragon's brand.
I'll be real honest. I thought we were
Okay.
saying teeth,
Teas.
and I was very confused for a little while.
Tea made from
About
powdered teeth.
2 or 3 sessions ago, Seika and Calquix traded some things because she keeps getting presents from people.
Yeah.
And one of the things that she gave Seika was a tea to help with
Yeah.
meditation.
I tend to have gold and jewels on me, so I
Yeah.
probably swap something. I note that you probably know my name, but you didn't offer yours. I am happy to leave it at that, but if you're willing to share, I would love to know your name.
Okay, she says her name is Sousa. And she will respond if you call. And then she sort of slips away. Even though you're looking right at her, she just seems to fade away.
Yeah.
You can't even see footprints of where she'd stood in the snow.
I as I see her starting to disappear, I say thank you very much, and leave.
Okay, so Calcrix,
you're not going to do any other plays?
you had also wanted to contact someone, so if we do that contact, then you can move on to you travelling.
Okay, yep. I don't want to hold people up too quick.
Okay, so you managed to get Shedrak in communication.
She wanted to go to the
talk
temple
to
and
Idris
ask Idris first.
We'll go to the
Oh, so you want to
temple
talk to... Okay, so talking to the Temple of Idris.
Yep.
What did you wish to ask?
I wanted to remind myself, because I think I may have asked this before, but I cannot remember the answer. Was she connected with Shedrak at all? And would she be offended at all at me brokering this treaty? Would her temple or any of her temple object if people from Wengar brought food?
You find yourself talking to the head priest of Nauru. She is happy to talk on behalf of her goddess.
That's fine.
Her goddess does say if the enemy offers food or assistance in exchange for any perceived harm, then she would be obliged to accept on behalf of the town, because basically striking down a offer of recompense is against their beliefs. Basically, if they seek revenge over someone who is offering atonement for their crimes, that would be seen as blasphemy.
Okay.
Don't strike down those who repent.
Could we have accidentally found a way to finish this war? They just help each other?
Potentially.
That is currently what is running the world. No one is really helping each other.
Yep.
She would also
That's what you can
like
do.
to leave
Well, no one that you haven't interfered with is helping each other. Every group you've interfered with is literally joining the effort.
Yeah.
She'd also like to leave an offering that she didn't have with her last time. And she explains to Naru, this is a book I wrote when I was very young. And I very much missed my siblings. I did not know who they were. And I very much missed my parents. I did not know who they were. And these are stories I used to tell my friend Eep to help her sleep, because she missed her family too. And this is a book of stories of how I imagined and who I thought my siblings might be. And I know that she no longer has and never had the opportunity to have children with her. And I'm hoping that this will offer her some comfort.
She accepts the book on behalf of her goddess and will read it to her every night.
These Alex really appreciates.
Did
And-
you
Eat
just
off his
say
cookies.
And does say that were you to speak to Shedrak as you asked, she does not think her mistress would have any issues with it.
I appreciate this advice.
Because Shedrak is not just a follower of Idris. Idris does not believe in mindless servitude.
So is he a herald?
None of the gods literally believe in mindless servitude because
Is he
Kind
a
of the
herald?
only
Because
way that
that's-
they're kind
Is he a
of
herald of
Uh,
Idris?
This mindless servitude is not for followers, that's for slaves.
Yes.
Naru is a herald, or Shedrak is a herald?
Shedrak.
Shedrak is a herald.
Yeah.
Saying that that the gods that want mindless servitude, she says, aren't really gods.
I will thank Naru, and also offer coffee to go with that cookie.
And so she does say beware the demon lords, because while they are called gods, she does not believe them to be true gods.
Which demon lords are you speaking of? Just so that I know there are a lot of gods.
She refers
Hell,
to
Atsantiodal, Orcus.
Orcus,
Apex?
Demogorgon,
Oh, yeah, no, I know those gods.
Alphax.
There's at least 10 of them, right?
There's quite a few of them that are known as the demon lords.
I'm just thinking of the ones that are currently interacting with the parties on the different nights.
She does say that Thanatos technically falls under that group as the father of demons, but he's not a demon himself.
So,
He is
Thanatos himself might be someone that, if my companions were to deal with him,
he does not require mindless servitude.
but anyone that is
that has the title Demon Lord generally does not wish servants to act on their own.
No.
And is there a way that one can protect oneself against such influence and corruption?
Don't accept gifts from them.
If I found out that a friend may have done exactly that, is there any way I can aid them? Either via, say, an amulet or advice?
It is a slippery slope. They need to stand up against what the Demon Lord stands for.
I will keep that in
And
mind.
it will be something they will forever have to strive against.
They need a good demon lawyer.
It's very easy to fall, very hard to stand against. And every slip brings them closer to losing free will.
I take it Calcris is going to be writing a letter to Morrigan.
Yes. Yes, you will.
Okay.
It's like addiction. You're never not an addict. You just have to keep fighting.
And that's the whole thing
No,
of-
wait a minute. That's the wrong
Yes.
world.
And because he's a warlock
You
of
can
Orcus
get
and
around
he's
it.
accepted power from Orcus,
Which
whether
he never
whether
actually
he took the
agrees-
sword
admits
or
he does.
not, he had already accepted power from the source. So he
Yeah.
was always on that slope of eventually the god expects him to fall. He doesn't care how long it takes.
But
He just
God.
expects it to happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
If not, he'll keep investing in people until they do.
I feel like I'm in the wrong game night for this advice, but I will pass this advice along to the right
The
people.
person who is here every
Well, the
D&D
player in
session?
question didn't realise how much of a mistake he made until after it was pointed out to him.
Look,
Because the
I
GM
write-
offered it as a carrot and he took it.
I write a lot of letters, and yeah.
Okay, so did you wish to speak to Shedrack before
Yes,
we
please.
move on?
Yes.
So are you saying that the GM is a demon lord? 'Cause that's my game from us.
Yes, he is. He represents Demon Lord.
They will represent the good and the bad.
yes.
is
I'm happy
sometimes-
with how you're representing my good.
It is sometimes amusing to let players stuff up at that level.
Well, I got 4 of them in one game, so...
He left me alone because I'd been hit hard enough throughout the week.
A few moments of a side thing. I was playtesting a paranoia game, and someone who had never played the game before started the game with us and had misread the blurb and joined in with the rest of us and said, "Hi, comrades!" and wondered why they got shot 4 times
That's funny.
before we got the brief feed. Then we told them why.
And then they went, oh...
Hi, comrades! Got shot again.
That's funny.
Okay, so yes, what do you say to Shedrack?
Do I need to phrase this in 25 words or less?
Just generally what you say to
Generic?
him will assume that your character figures out how to say it correctly.
Uh,
As you're intelligent enough to do so.
Shedrack, it's Calcrix. I've been speaking with your mistress, Idris. I am working to create, as you know, trying to create a peace treaty between us. The people of this village, do I remember the name of the village?
Fred.
It was somewhere. I can't. I'm not going through my notes at the moment.
Dunno. The village of Dunno.
I feel like it started with a G.
Dude.
Good to know.
Geron.
Geron. I am in the village of Geron. They have lost the protection and help of Rulifer, who is a close friend of mine. And they are in need of food and wood. I have organised wood, and the Queen, the Kingdom of Wendar have offered food if allowed safe passage. Will you be able to help on your end to provide the safe passage of food through to the village?
Okay, you get a response. Unfortunately, he is unable to assist at this stage, as he is currently in the Silver Sierras with Rulifer, harassing the Master's forces.
Okay, so now I know where Brulifer is. Does he have any idea who is in the south harassing Wenda?
None of the forces have gone south, so they rarely travel in the winter because it is deadly.
Is this likely to be more of those bandits of Exantiotum?
Quite possibly. And he says many of the followers of Idris have travelled with Brulifer and a few other drakes heading south.
Awesome. Should have just asked that at the temple. Where is Brulifer? This would have saved us the whole bit. Thank you for your help. Wish Brulifer the best of luck.
So he's had to resign his position to join the war.
I see. I will thank him, sign off, and then report this to the rest of the group. And say I think maybe our best option is to try and get to the show.
Okay, yes, that's all. Look to the south. Agreed.
Mark Twain, I believe, the
look,
bottom of death are exaggerated.
I am
Yes.
equally divided. Let's go and obliterate the Exantiotum forces, but that will delay us getting to the Dragon Lord. What does...
One thing Shadrach does say is Brulifer has chosen to step up and represent the dragons so he can better talk with the giants.
Excellent.
Aww.
But in doing so, he's had to change his life choices, which is pretty much the ending of his life.
So my prophecy still, my fortune
So
still.
yeah, his
You-
life
you-
ends.
His life did end. He's now no longer a lord of a region, and he's had to
He
grow
started
up.
a new life.
He's had to grow up and be an adult.
Yeah.
But Calcrix will
He's now
send
progressed to a drum kit from the
a
xylophone.
personal message to Brulifer saying, I'm
Yes.
so proud of you. Fight well, and if you need me, call.
And so, the
Not
Silver
to-
Sierras is the mountain range that separates Galantry from Darkin along the lake.
So where was it again?
The mountain
Silver
range,
Sierras.
the Silver Sierras,
Okay.
that separates is the mountain range that separates Galantry from Darkin along the great length of the Great Lake.
But we also now have confirmation that it is Exantiotum forces that are harassing.
Should we
Wenda.
tell the Queen?
Oh, absolutely, we need to tell the Queen.
So another quick message to the Queen. We have information that implies that the forces harassing you are not Denegathians, but followers of Exantiotum.
Yes.
Or
Man.
avatars of
Question to
Exantiotum.
the
Cool.
greater group.
It's been enough time. I've done a short rest, and I can now give her a full-size message.
And she would then probably
Yeah.
recommend that you deal with the Shadow Lord before she sends anyone to assist, because she believes the Shadow Lord has taken up Exantiotum as a new patron.
I was going to say,
That's
I think
one of
we
the
need to
reasons
hot
why. Yeah,
foot it
we
now.
definitely need
Yes.
to do that one.
So yeah, I'm prepared to.
Or
I'm prepared to leave at night.
she also says even potentially he may have taken up Alphax if he is fallen so far.
I have glowy lights and everything. I'm happy for people to ride on me in large size or giant size. Well, I walk right through it.
I was gonna say the danger at night is the cold and
The extreme
creatures.
cold and the winter storms.
Hello, White Dragon.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
but
blend
not
Yeah,
the
but-
rest of us.
Yes.
You did.
We don't seem to be
Father
white
Pack can
dragons.
cover the cold.
Yes, we don't seem to be white dragons.
I'm
Is
really
Caprix
was
like
joking.
Caprix like a hot stone?
No,
in the winter?
but she can probably get.
So it's hot.
She can probably get Eep to provide warmth.
Or
Sleep is good.
Or he
Or
can suck
trancing.
the cold out of people.
Trancing is good.
I'm good.
He's not good at. She's not good at providing. She's good at taking.
Yeah.
Long rest.
Look, I have fire, plenty of fire. I just don't think you guys can stand it when I warm you up directly.
Long rest.
Last I checked, it obliterated people.
I
We wake up in the morning.
You wake up a few hours before dawn
can
because
aid,
that's morning,
I can aid camping in several different ways.
and you do see the lights
tell.
of the sky lighting up the night because it is the Borealis.
Yep.
Yep.
And it is quite intense the more you go north, because you get the light of 2 stars colliding, and occasionally 3.
Are we moving while we're looking at this site?
Because the inner sun and the outer sun do connect in the northern and southern skies.
Yeah, especially well, we're nearer the poles. The more you're going to have that interaction.
Yes,
because we're closer to the holes.
Are we walking while we're looking at this?
You this would be as you get up in the morning.
Yeah,
because
you might see Seika pull out a quick sketchbook and start
I was just
doing-
going to say that Calcrix is either going to ride a Tyrannosaurus Rex mount while she draws the Aurora Borealis, or she's going to do like the quickest.
Is the Aurora Borealis the north of the southern one?
The Australian one is the Australis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she's taking notes for the circus. Remember, space, night sky themed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yes, it is intense colours, and most of it is definitely in the blue spectrums. Noting that is the prevalent element of the season.
Yeah.
When we wake up,
and you've also heard that there is much happening in the true north of the region, where the tribes themselves are having a war between themselves and their tribes that exist in the permanent snow.
Right.
So basically, Icewind Dale storyline has been happening, and some of the people here talk about it.
Okay.
Basically, things that have been sleeping for centuries are all waking up all over the world and causing trouble. Some of them have never awoken and have woken up.
Sounds like toddlers.
Well,
Once they wake up,
that's
it's
technically
exactly
what
it.
the Primal Titans were.
it's
Whereas
just,
the matrons were the intellect of their race.
yes.
Since we are going through the snow and everything, can I spend 20 minutes and do my Finds to Deed?
You can.
For my dark thing.
Happy for someone to ride me. I can take at least one person as a mount.
We have.
And it has
As
to be a
a
beast,
rider.
doesn't it?
Normally, yes.
Yep.
Unless I've done... Yeah. Okay.
And Eve is tiny, so she won't harass you.
Unless you spent the downtime with the companion,
They can stay wherever
with the
they
mount,
want.
and
Yeah.
taking a different type of mount.
Yeah, no, I don't want to... I haven't done that yet.
Is that...
That's the...
Still,
that's
I'm
the...
not going to travel, even though you have ridden on Calcrix.
Oh no,
in
I
the
don't.
past.
I don't mind riding on Calcrix. It's just you say that eat won't bother you. I'm just like debatable there, but
I haven't developed my mount yet, so I'm just having a quick look to see what I summon.
And
He
Calcrix
won't
does
bother you
have
in lethal way.
3 drakes show up.
Oh, the drakes show up? Okay.
They have done their job.
Who would like to ride a drake, and will the drakes report on their job?
They say they have successfully completed their job, or they wouldn't be here.
I think each of them, and
Because they've been gone for quite some time.
I know. I imagine it takes a long time for dinosaur hatchlings to hatch and then be grown up to a I can defend ourselves age. But I'm hoping Kara is content.
They are
with the
content.
reparations.
I don't know, with the drakes... Like, how big are the drakes?
So
they're mount size.
they are slightly bigger than a horse.
I can
There's-
show you because I
If
have one.
I'm just thinking, like, trying to walk through the snow versus, like, would a drake move faster
Yes.
than
The
us?
drakes can move across the
yes.
snow. They don't actually fall through.
That's sort of what I was trying to go for. If I don't have to use my 2 hit die,
Are
happy.
they brass, copper, and gold, or are they white, blue, and black?
Probably now white, blue, and black.
Okay.
Having advantages you have.
Yep.
Can I jump on? Can I ride the black one?
Yes.
Okay, that's a dragonelle, not a drake, but it's basically the same size and shape.
They generally don't have wings, and
Yeah.
they
No.
Yes, they're they're a bit smaller than that, and they're not winged, but it's basically that.
They have the intellect of intelligent creatures, but they don't have the capacity to speak. They would be considered like -1 or -2 on the.
A Belgian Malinois.
No, I'm happy to ride a drake. I just
except large sized.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
happy to ride a drake.
Whereas
I just didn't want to try and walk through.
Russell's
No.
one had grown to
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, actually, you could get a similar effect. You could get a similar effect by using a dingo, but you don't get the barking.
Yep.
So yes, they are
Although
happy
they
to provide
learn
mounts
to
even
bark.
for Father Pat. Would
But they
Father
don't
Pat
bark,
like
yeah.
to mount a drake?
Do they fly or not?
No.
No. Black one's been taken.
It's basically a reptilian horse.
So there's 4 drakes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 drakes.
Three.
Three?
Llewell has one.
So
I've got
yeah.
my dragonelle.
And,
Your dragon,
yes.
Yeah,
He doesn't
I
need free
believe
knowledge. They
that
can stay
is-
where they can stay put.
yeah.
Okay,
that is
on
a
cameras?
weakness.
I was
What was
gonna I was
Yeah.
gonna allow whoever to choose whatever, and then I would go with whatever's left.
Nice.
Calcrix is
And I believe that
Um,
Drachnamar had one that looked like an elk.
He does.
He
He's got
does.
he's got Elskin.
And Alcyon is here as well.
Yes, this one's a fey drake too.
I
so
also
it's got
have a Tyrannosaurus
feathered
Rex you
crest.
can ride.
But usually,
Would you like
Dracula
to
doesn't
ride a
actually ride
Tyrannosaurus?
Elskin because he
Sure,
can
that's
walk
always
faster
yes
than
to that.
Elskin does.
Yes.
So I'm guessing Lani's going on the blue.
No, Lani's going on the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well, I don't want to have the drake be useless. So
The Drake's not useless.
we'll go with whatever is
You don't
Left.
want to put Lani the Undying on a T-Rex.
That would be great.
because then the world was not ready to handle that yet. That's fine.
No,
That's what I'm
Well,
hearing.
if Llewell is riding his drake
Mm-hmm.
and Drachnima's
Riding
walking himself.
Elkskin.
Well, he find that the drake is easier for him because the drake can go over the snow.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Whereas he finds it a more of a struggle. He'd either have to fly over it, which does exhaust over time, or do push through the snow.
Either way, Drachnima doesn't need one. Calcrix is her own. So I would say, probably, just for thematically, Lani on the blue and Father Pat on the white.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Actually,
I'll
pushing
just
through
have to ride
snow
my
and going
T-Rex.
for thematically, I'm not going to ride the Dragonelle, I'm going to be on my carpet because that just suits me so well.
Yeah.
I'm sitting cross-legged on it looking cool.
And when you sit on your carpet, you do get the hot breath on your back and see a mouth bigger than your carpet right behind you.
And that is...
A T-Rex. With a saddle.
Lonnie waving to you from the saddle.
And then there's a
You
dragon
feel
on
nice
said
and warm.
And there's a dragon on the back of said T-Rex.
Lani's riding a dragon on a T-Rex.
Is the room up there for another seat?
But you could ride
No,
a T-Rex.
Calcrix is riding the T-Rex. I'm on the blue drake.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So technically someone could be riding Calcrix.
And
which is on
apparently
T-Rex.
the T-Rex doesn't care about the depth of the snow because it just squishes as it runs.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get snow deep enough to slow a T-Rex down. Not and have everyone else.
And the downside is the T-Rex is also overly large for a T-Rex. It's a dire T-Rex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are going to turn people into that.
That could take everybody
Yeah.
and impress the hell out of everyone. We need a...
Technically, except Drachnima won't
Yes.
sit anywhere near even though they've kind
Yeah.
of made a truce of not
We need a-
staring at each other in
No. What we
steely
need
eyed
for that
fashion.
T-Rex is a howdah.
I want freedom to be able to move.
So,
Separately, but yes.
most people are
Yeah,
impressed
but,
by the
how
new
does-
mouth that pumped up. It hasn't been here very often, but when it does come out, it's felt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which new mount is this?
The T-Rex, because he doesn't
dire
come.
T-Rex.
He doesn't come out very often.
No, he doesn't.
Mainly because Calcriss doesn't have to ride something.
Yes.
So is
Oh,
Calcrix riding the T-Rex?
There's occasions she pulls him out just so that we can all play chases.
Well, the other one is if we're going a really long trip, it's a lot easier to have something else do the travelling rather than you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I suggest, because we're going into unknown territory, a path that's not clearly marked, and we know it's dangerous.
Yeah.
If Drachma scouts ahead,
Yep.
Seika sort of covers the back, and
Calcrix is like, she used to always cover the back. Now she's being...
Lonnie will offer to
I'm hiding.
ride next to Calcrix so that we can strategize from the middle, aka so that we can just talk to each other the whole time and potentially bother Father Pat too.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'll sit on the carpet with my shadow standing next to me.
as we're at 10:30, the session will end as you guys head off
Yeah.
for a multi-day trek across the snow.
Damn, I was hoping it was going to start off with the Black Dragon. End with the Black Dragon.
As
We're
you
heading north towards the
as you're
Black
heading
Dragon,
to the Loraneth Forest,
with our goal to find
the Black Dragon.
the Black Dragon.
Dragon.
Thingy and all
His name is.
Fred.
we don't know the
Sorry?
name.
No, we know his name.
No,
we
we
learned.
don't.
We learned his name.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We did. His name is.
Done our research.
We know the name of the tower. I don't think we know
The Tower of is his
Vitriol is his name.
name.
Vitriol.
Yes.
Because he does like that they do like to give their jokey names.
Exactly.
Yes. His name is
There's the Tower of Vitriol on one side, and the Tower of Alkaline on the other.
Because
Which is amusing because
Yes.
the Black Dragons don't do acid anymore.
Yeah.
If the
No.
Jake's back is
They do
Valen
whatever.
back?
Is
Valen back.
Oh, yeah, so good.
Valen was
So-
back a
Yes.
while ago because he was with you in Wednesday night.
Was he?
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I will put it on end credits. Unless someone wants to add anything.
This to some friends.
I don't know, I didn't get my own birthday party on my birthday. I'm a bit disappointed.
Lonnie will make sure that Calcrix woke
Yes.
up to a
In the
nice
office.
chocolate for her birthday.
There's probably like a
Last time she was in
black
Glacier and
sapphire.
all the wizards came.
There's probably a
Half the
black
University
sapphire
of
next to
Princes.
Calcrix
Well,
or something.
sorry, I can't live up to this.
One of my gems appears next to you in the morning.
She got boxes of jewels.
We're a little bit busy in a war. People were
Got
busy.
lost in the mail.
Yeah, the invites got lost in the mail.
It's more the jewels that she's worried about because she's had to give so many gifts to gods that she's running out, and those gods
Don't mess
just,
with
you know,
Dragonborn.
Exactly.
You find a nice black sapphire next to you in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Okay, switching to end credits.